my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots, if I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking fight me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself.
Hey guys, what's up? Chaos Queen, little Texas tornado. It's hard for me to say little Texas tornado because I'm always saying LTT in the house. Charlie girl will be here soon. She had a couple things to do. Guys. Relax. Listen, y'all. How's everybody's weekend? I know we were on here last night till the wee hours of the morning. Uh, you know, and I did jump off. I went and I got on my heat pad, y'all. I ended up knocked out for a while. Then we had to call you LTT. You know, that's what I always call you now. So it's hard for me to say little Texas tornado. Yeah. I went shopping today for school clothes, which, y'all, they got so many clothes. They didn't really need any, but we always have this thing where they have to get new clothes for the first of the year. We always get them new clothes to go to school, start a fresh year, fresh clothes. But yeah, so, and we always got the deals because here it's hot and like they wear shorts for a while, so they had their shorts on sale, y'all. I was like, heck yeah, clearance out. All right, I'm there. So they are set for shorts, until they grow out of them, really, because they already had a lot, but we got more, and they only like those jersey shorts, the basketball shorts. I guess we call them jersey shorts or basketball shorts. I don't know what everybody else calls them. That's what we call them. And that's what all the kids wear. The boys, that's what they want to wear. So that's what they got. That and their t-shirts and, Hey, Georgette! So we did that today. Shopping. We had to go get shoes and, water bottles. And then, y'all, I had ordered the backpacks online. 3 of them. I had ordered 3. And I said, because we had the other ones we already had, so I just needed 3, 3 more. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and order them. I ordered them, right? They came in today. Yeah. My son says to me, Mom, you really need to pay attention to the description when you order things. I said, well, it says backpack. It looks like, it's a backpack. But it's a stadium size. I said, oh my gosh. So they're about like this big. I mean, they're not, but you can actually fit a folder in it. It doesn't look like it at first, but you can. So, I said, it'll be fine. So probably next week I'll be ordering some more backpacks, or just going to the store and getting them so that I know what I'm getting, and maybe pay attention to not ordering stadium size packs. Either way, you know what I mean. But I did get those in, got those going, so they're pretty much ready for school now. All right, like I said, prayers, y'all pray for them teachers because they got my kids coming in there. Got them coming in, coming up, coming in, coming up. Look, y'all, anybody heard from Jenna? I don't know. It's been a couple minutes since I heard from her. I don't know where she is either. She done hightailed it out. Charlie girl said she had a couple things she had to do. She'll be up in a few minutes. So fine. Tried to go a little bit early because last night we were waiting. Well, I was waiting until 6 up because we were, trying to finish up watching her live. All that stuff with Fred Hill and stuff over there. That Fred Hill, he's a basket case, isn't he, y'all? He is. He's crazy. What was that? Oh, I got a notification. Oh, you haven't seen Jenna today? Well, I talked to her a little bit ago, but she may be asleep by now. If she falls asleep like that, she's out and asleep. She gone. I was surprised that she popped up on the live this morning, early this morning, late last night, because I knew she was sleeping. So I was like, how is it you sit there and wake up just for the live and jump off? Girl, I would have been like, I love y'all, but I'm going back to sleep. Which she did go back to sleep on the live. And I booted her off of the thing because it just says remove from screen, but I guess you have to go and remove her from backstage, maybe. I don't know, because she woke up and she was still on the StreamYard. I said, well, that's what you get for falling asleep. That's not my fault, You hit the exit before you fall asleep. She hit me, but it did concern me though because she went to the bathroom and then we just never heard from her again. That was. I don't know anybody who wouldn't be a little worried about that. Like, what happened? I mean. The same thing happened to Elvis, in the bathroom, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? So, just like somebody go check on her. Hey, I love Volta. What is that? I wish I could. Oh, I know, Georgia. I know. And it's sad because it just. I'm just gonna say it, y'all. I think at this age, because when you get older, you do catnaps. There's a lot of catnapping going on, and then they catnap a lot. And it's like there are times that I can just lay down and go boom, and I'm out. And there's other times that I sit there and I desperately need to sleep, and I can't sleep. Insomnia crap is real. It's ridiculous. I said something about a friend anything. Sit right with the creator that has been on the summer Westgate. CLTT, I don't know, that's what I'm saying. They're talking about, they've agreed to do a polygraph test. I don't know. I guess, are you going to do a polygraph test? Like, you could do one personally, like, in the private sector, right? And then just privately pay for it? Private pay? I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, you did LTV? You fell right back to sleep. See? I woke up early this morning, and then I got up. Hey, Charlie girl,
Hello.
what's up?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up? You down? You down?
Down, girl.
You said that. I said, we're down, girl. We're down. You know,
Hey,
I was singing that song.
everybody.
You got your Diet Coke?
Always, honey.
You got my coffee. I gotta have my coffee, y'all. This is well.
Well,
Anyways,
Diet Coke is my coffee, so.
I know.
Hell
You know what? Especially when it burns back of your throat when you swig it back, like you know,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
it burns back of Ziggy's throat every time she does it. I, I,
I think I think she's got a deviated throat or something. She got to
I
get it
don't
all the
know.
way back there.
And then, like I said, I watched her just drink out of a straw, you know, and she still, it looked like that
Same
hurt when
thing, yeah.
she's like,
I,
she does this.
I really do think it's got something to do with her ability to swallow.
I do. I mean, it looks like it. Like it,
Mm-hmm.
because she, either that or she's got ticks or something, and it happens every time she swallows, because it looks painful. She does that
I
thing,
dropped
you
into
know?
the link, so she asked
Oh,
for the
Lord.
link.
Oh, she's awake?
Yeah, she awake.
Hmm. I thought maybe she fell asleep or something, because I know she was awake earlier. Not too long ago, but, you know, she seems to
When
fall
you said
asleep.
when you said you were going live, she said I need the link.
Oh, Lord, what's she going to come up here? She going to come
I
up here and
sent
say
it
some
to her.
shit? She going to come up here and talk shit to me?
No, she probably ready to go back to sleep.
Oh, that's why she's coming up here, so she can go back to sleep. You're right.
She
You're
said
right.
I
You're
woke up
right.
in StreamYard.
That's her fault, though, Charlie girl.
And
That's, you
Shining
know,
said, well, the important part of that was you woke up.
I did, because
Uh-huh.
she seemed a little abrasive about it, you know? And I said, no. The important part there, your whole statement, was that you woke up on it. We're good. You know, we're good. You woke
Hey,
up.
Bridget.
It's a good day.
Okay, LTT would like you to explain the thumbnail.
LTT. Wasn't it on a live we were talking about grandbabies? Remember? And I
Oh,
said, I
we
don't know
talk
when
about
we'll
them
have
all the
another one.
time.
We do. So I can never remember if it was on a live or if it was in a chat, if it was a call. I don't know. Either way, guys.
Number 4.
I I got another grandbaby on the way, y'all. I'm so excited. Oh my god, I'm so excited. And it's a whole different kid. It's not one
Hey,
that's already had one.
Arca.
And this is going to be a whole different experience because it's one of my sons having one.
It's one of your boys. Yep.
Yeah. So it's definitely like it, and I was thinking about that too. I was like, man, this is going to be different, you know, because
Uh,
our other grandbabies are from two of our daughters, you know, and that's, you know, this is my son's having a baby. Oh my gosh. But we have a really good relationship with the
mm-hmm.
baby mama, you know, love her to death. And I encourage you to always be nice to whoever your babies end up with, unless
That's
they're an
right.
asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they're an asshole, Charlie girl, then you just gotta kick them to the curb where they belong, you know.
But you
But
can't
I
do
mean,
they got you grandbaby. You can't do that.
oh, I did, you know, you
Yeah, but
remember.
that was a daughter. That's different.
No, that was my daughter, but who she was with,
I
I
know
had to
that,
kick.
but what I'm saying is it's a whole lot easier to call a son-in-law out than
Yeah,
it is a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
daughter-in-law.
You're
So,
right, you're right, you're right. But I mean, it's still hard either way. But I mean, it is what it is, you know. But I always try to love whoever they're with because they love them. So,
exactly.
you know, all right, cool, you know, and always make
But
sure that they
look,
know that
he got a good one, so you ain't got nothing
she
to
does.
worry about.
She's awesome. She really is. She
Mm-hmm.
was like, she part of the fan. Let me tell you what, she is. She,
She
I
kept
was like, you
right
found one.
on.
I was like, you found one just like your mama. That's like, you may
Well,
not
they
want to
say
admit
that,
it, but you did.
yeah, they say that boys will favor somebody after their mama, and the girls will favor somebody after their dad.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, I mean, she's a good one now. Oh, Georgette got a
Oh,
FaceTime from her new grandbaby today. Oh my goodness. I know you just want to reach to that phone and grab that baby. Oh, you know, oh, babies are. babies are everything, but then grandbabies, they're even more. And you know what I told them, Charlie girl? And they ended up, they came down, they had this box, and it looked like a cake or cookie box almost, like
Yeah,
pastry or
I
something.
haven't heard what happened.
And I almost said something, and I didn't say anything because I was like, oh, what is that? But I didn't, try not to be nosy and overbearing. I just went back. And they had, I should have known something was up because they were all congregated in the living room, and they were all sitting around, and they made sure Dad and I were in there, like, and he had his sister do it. And she got up, she goes, Mom, Dad, I've got a present for you. And we're like, well, okay. And I was thinking, like, as soon as she said it, I said, she's going to open the box and there's going to be a cake in there or a cookie or something that says, Papa again or something, And I was like, don't say, don't think that. It'll be something else. And then she goes, this is from a friend of a friend of a friend, like that, And I was a friend of a friend. I was like, okay. And so she handed it to us, and we opened it, and we're like, oh, it had all that stuff, the little. I just can't wait to try on the little shoes, the little. They're gonna look so good on me, and so and as soon
How
as I
far
saw
along
it,
is she?
she's 7 weeks,
Oh,
and the due date is my son's birthday. The daddy, his birthday is her due date.
wow.
Very
That's
cool.
amazing.
So
I can tell her how
yeah,
to do it, but she probably won't ever have any more.
yeah.
Tell her to
But
drink castor oil.
we should have an Aries baby. We should. We'll see.
Awesome.
We'll see.
My mom drank
So
castor oil to have my brother on my dad's birthday, and it worked. But that was her last baby. She said, "I
and
ain't
like no
doing,
more, no more.
never doing that again."
But so as soon as we opened it and it's pregnant and with all the baby stuff, and I just look around and then I pointed right over to her and I said, "You are pregnant. It's you." And she just looks at, she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay," and I started crying. I was like, "Oh my god." And I was like, "I
Mm,
knew it," and I almost said something to her last night because I just kind of had this feeling about it. And I was like,
uh-huh.
I almost said something last night because I was feeling kind of bad because I was like, I swear she's pregnant because she looks beautiful, don't get me wrong, but she's just, you don't know when you're a mama, you get pregnant, and you're tired, and it's that pregnancy tired, you know what I mean? Just really, she's been really, really tired lately.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something not right here.
Telltale sign right there.
Yeah, so, and I told her, I still wanted to say something, but I didn't, because I was like, you don't want to offend somebody if they're not, you know what I mean? Like, and then plus I said, it's not really my business, they'll make it my business when they want to. Don't take it away from them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My son told me today they weren't having any more. Oh, whatever. My daughter has 3, plus her boyfriend, we have 2, so they are done. Oh, Georgette, you never know. You never know. You never know. But you're blessed with the ones you got. I mean, I was just saying the other day, I was like, we have 3 grandbabies. When are we going to get another one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And the kids were all talking about it too, my older kids, and they're like, yeah, well, it'll be one of the twins that has the next baby. Laughing. Ha ha ha. Yeah. But what's funny is, I said, okay, it would be something if the baby was born March 29th or April 2nd. But, that kid could be born whenever. I don't really care as long as they get here. But I think that would be funny because my birth mom is March 30th. I'm
Uh-huh.
March 31st. And then he's April 1st. So
Awesome.
I thought that would be funny to have one more that was. And it would be really nice to have the baby April 2nd and have to have, the baby daddy have to go to the hospital on his birthday and spend the night in the hospital. It would serve his little booty right.
This
Like, now
is,
you know.
yeah. So this is the end of your partying birthday.
Yeah, are you kidding me? You know, we'll have the baby when they go out and have fun. You know, I mean, we watch the other grandkids. You know, ooh. Well, when were they born? Hold on. She said the second grandbaby was going to be born. What does it say? 4 days. That daggone dollar thing is in the way, and I don't. Oh, four
Told you
days
how to
before
get
my
rid of it.
birthday. Do what?
I told you how to get rid of that.
It's a little dollar sign. You can't get rid of it. I've already gotten
Um,
rid of the long thing
oh,
that goes
okay.
across there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, it still wants the option there. So when was the baby
Yeah.
born, LTT? 4 days? Did I miss that?
I'm not looking. I'm making mac and cheese.
Oh, you make mac. We had mac and cheese tonight too.
I'm having.
We did the school shopping and everything. You know,
Hmm.
that was a success. We was getting out of there, baby. I was
Yeah.
like, come on, let's go. Boom, boom,
No,
boom.
no breakdowns or anything.
You know,
No meltdown.
nope. But we didn't have the grandson with us, so
Yeah.
we were good. We were good. We went quick in and out shoe store, Beals, Dollar Tree, Walmart.
Mhm.
Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. Let's get home. But it was also tax-free weekend, and
Yeah, buddy.
I had done a lot of the shopping already,
Hmm.
previously. So it was just the last few, more shorts and some shirts and little lady. I wasn't gonna get her anything because I look. Okay, let me tell you this, y'all. If you got look, if you have boys and girls, right? Tell me
Hmm.
why the girls stuff. They always have really good sales on the girl stuff, like clearance stuff for girls, and it's so typical though. I mean, it makes sense because you have so many more options in the girls department than you do the boys.
Yep.
That's the truth.
Sure do.
So yeah, so of course, I had already gone shopping for her. She has 4 pairs of shoes for school, and I told her today, I was like, look, and I had 2 other pairs that she hadn't seen. So I brought them out and I said, listen, we're going to get some more shoes because some of the boys need shoes. The oldest one, the 16-year-old, he's already gotten 4 pairs of shoes for school. And I said, listen, we're going shopping for these 3, and I have your shoes here already. So I don't want you to think I'm not getting you new shoes for school because we already got them. And I told her I got them when they were a really good deal. They were on sale, and they had her size. So I grabbed them up. And she was like, oh, okay. And I said, well, I don't want you to think that we're going out there and not going to get you, anything. And I said, you already got your clothes, so you're good. And she goes, okay, yeah, that's fine. I already know. She knows she got a bunch of clothes, last week I got her. Well,
Yeah.
I had to go buy that stuff. And I had to get some more stuff. It's like, oh, you don't have this one, do you? You don't have that shirt. She goes, no, I
I
have this
cannot,
one, but I do need. She's like, I do need one to go with those pants that you got me. Oh,
I cannot imagine doing school shopping for that many kiddos. Oh,
oh, it's fun.
I'd be in a nut house.
Mm. Oh, LTD, I'm so. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That's right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You hang out with her Tuesday and Thursday, Georgette.
Oh,
We get our grandbabies on the weekends usually. They take them and they know if they come over. My daughter was telling me that she had our granddaughter over at the house, and she was there for a few hours. And she said to her, she said she sat down on the couch. She says, "I'm ready for my mom to pick me up."
yep. Because it was bedtime. She's ready to go home.
No, it wasn't even bedtime yet.
Oh,
No, she was just done being that. And I said, "What?" I said, "She don't ever say that. She'll say she'll miss mommy and daddy, but she don't want to go home." She usually wants to stay. And she goes, yeah, but she's never over at my house that much. She doesn't know my face like she knows yours.
Who was that?
My oldest daughter.
Oh,
Yeah. Because she goes over there. She knows who she is. But, she
yeah,
doesn't. She works. She does all kinds of stuff. And, it's like, well, how does she have time to be over there when she's over at our place all the time?
exactly. So did she go home then?
Yeah, she had her mom go pick her up. And she was only going to stay for a little bit anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought. Hey, I don't know. Where's Jenna? She said she was going to come up.
I
That
just
thing was
messaged
lit up.
her. So,
That thing was lit up. I thought she was sitting in backstage, but
well,
apparently
it
not with
is
you.
10:40, so she may be driving.
Oh, that's right. Usually she's just driving me crazy, but I wonder how that porch swing is handling tonight.
I don't know. I think she just got a tune-up on it, so she should be good to
So
go.
hopefully it's good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Creaking and cracking on that swing. Hmm. But yeah, that was our day. Was school shopping, a little grocery shopping.
I can't wait for that Georgette
What's that?
hanging out with her 2-year-old granddaughter.
I know. Oh, but I did. That's what I did say to the kids. I was like, you know what? You know who's going to be really jealous? He looked at me and goes,
Oh,
who? And I said your name, actually. And he goes, why? And I was like, she can't wait to have a grandbaby.
you done got 4 on me.
I know. But that's okay, though, because when you finally say that you're going to have one, I'm going to cry with you, okay? I'll be
Okay,
crying, too.
good. Yeah.
Oh, my God, yeah. So,
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I don't know if it'll ever get old, which I hope that we have many announcements that there's a grandbaby on the way, I don't
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it'll ever get old
Oh
or
no.
like another
Mm-mm.
grandbaby. I don't think
My
that'll ever
niece,
get old.
who has 3, uh, sent me a message last night and said, "Don't tell anybody, but I think I may be pregnant." And I'm like,
Oh no.
okay,
Yeah.
but she's not. Um,
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's really early, so but you could see a line, but the test had been sitting like all night. So
Oh yeah, you
she
can't
did
read it
another
after.
one. Yeah, she did another one this morning, and there wasn't a line. So
Yeah. Well, just have to wait. Oh, you never know.
hmm
I don't
well, she's
know. We'll
got 3
see.
boys. I think she wants to try for a girl,
Oh yeah. What if she has another boy?
and she might. That's what I said because I had 2 boys, no girls, and my sister had a boy, but she did have a girl. I said that's all I know how to make is boys.
Well, I have one
She
boy
was
and three girls.
my niece when she was born. She was the first girl in like 20 years.
Oh,
They had all been boys.
she finally broke the cycle.
Actually, it was
See,
more than 20 years.
you should have tried after that. Maybe you could have got on the girl train. You know? Oh yeah, Georgette. I know about them being sassy. Mm-hmm. Yep. I know about them being sassy. They're bossy.
Mhm. Talk Chinese.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did she really talk Chinese, Georgette?
She's she's too.
Uh huh.
I'm
Maybe
thinking
she's
it
just
may
saying
sound.
she's jabbering.
Well, she may hang out at the nail salons, and she's may picked up some Mandarin here and there. Probably like, oh, why you with it all? Oh, you look so pretty.
Oh, she said no, just sounds like it.
Yeah, sounds like it. I'm telling, and it does sound like that when they talk.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Okay, gotta have that built-in interpreter. I wonder. You know those earbuds that they have? They're all over TikTok. I guess you can get them on Amazon, whatever. They interpret like so many different languages. I need to look
Yeah,
into that and see if
yeah.
toddler language is
Mhm.
on there, because that
Yep.
would be nice. Just put that in and go. Okay, I understand everything you're saying now.
Mhm. And you'll be sitting there, and they don't think you know what they're saying. You bust them out.
Mm-hmm. I know. I know. That's why when I have my earbuds in, you put that amplify hearing on, and you can hear
Uh-huh.
all kinds of stuff like from 2 streets
I
over.
I just messaged her again, Kelly.
What's the matter?
She said, "Where's Jenna? She, to get her
I,
booty in here."
Jenna doing her thing. Yeah, she probably is driving. You're right.
Yeah.
She probably is. But you put the link in chat for her, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's yeah. She'll grab
Mhm.
it. She'll be up here when she is too much of a panel hoe to not grab it and be up here with us, y'all. I'll tell her I said it. Jenna, I know you're listening. I know you heard me say it. She'll be like, yeah, I am. Here I am. The talks.
Look,
Oh, Georgia, that's a good idea. Oh, yeah.
look.
Do
Talk
the
to
talk.
Ted, Siri,
Would,
or none of them can understand me. I said they from the north.
but they
That's
may
what's
be able to
wrong with them,
understand the babies, you know?
right?
Put what the babies say in there and see if they get
Uh
it.
huh.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Siri. Blah, 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 blah.
Look, I
No,
have a video of my
don't be
nephew,
scared.
and he was probably 3,
Oh, yeah.
having a full-on conversation with Alexa.
Mm-hmm. That was
She
cute.
would ask him a question, and he would answer back, you know, and I mean, they literally had a conversation. I could not believe it.
Well, even he
And he
needed to
called
have
her,
a friend, you know?
he said, "Hey, Ewexa."
You wait.
Ewexa.
You wait.
Mm,
He probably
I
really
love
thought
that
there was somebody
video.
there. I know, it's so
Mhm.
cute. It's like, oh, yeah, the conversation. You know, my grandma used to do that. They got her that little help, I've fallen and I can't get up thing, you know?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's just like the call button on an elderly patient's bed, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you know you're not supposed to move it out of their reach, but by God, you really want to, right? You're like, well,
Yeah.
you just on that call bell just to be on it. Come on.
Mhm.
You know, there's some patients you want to just do that too. Like, but you can't, you know. And my uncle had gotten her one, and she, you know, used to sit and watch golf all the time. Well, she
Yeah.
lay down because she was bedridden at that point. And, um, he had come downstairs and he's like, "Who is she talking? She talking to the TV now? What is going on?" And then he's listening and he hears somebody talking back. And he's like, "What is going? Who's here?" You know, like nobody should be in the house. You know, you didn't let anybody in.
Mhm.
And she had nurses that would come, but they weren't scheduled to be there at that time. So it's kind of perplexed, you know. And he goes in there. I'll be daggone. She just hit that button and talked to somebody. I just wanted to make sure it still worked.
Oh.
She did there.
Kelly is expecting a new grandson in a few months. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh, Kelly, that's awesome. Look at that. Look, love is in the air, y'all. Love is in the
Uh-huh.
air.
Yep.
It's awesome. Look, I know. We got 7 months, roughly, what we have our new one. I'm so excited. So excited. I don't know. It's just something about grandbabies. I tell you what, they're just got my heart. You know,
Mhm.
they got my heart. They really do. This.
When I finally am told that I'm going to be a grandmother, it will be equivalent to winning the lottery, y'all. I will probably die and have a heart attack of excitement, or have a heart attack and die of excitement.
You better not, because I mean,
I
you might.
know. I'm gonna
Don't
tell
do
him
it till at least after you hold the baby one time. You know,
break it to me gently. Hmm.
be soft with it, okay? Be gentle. Because
She said she has one that lives in Texas, and this one will be 5 miles away.
mm, oh yeah, you know where you gonna be, Kelly. We know where you gonna be. You're gonna be 5 miles away all the time. You're like, where's
Hmm.
Kelly? 5 miles away. Yeah. Hey, Rondo. I see her in there. It's based
She
on
said she
TikTok.
was late because she was getting her heart ripped out by a book.
Oh, oh Lord.
Said it's based on a TikTok series. The woman who did it was talked into writing a book, and it's called, hang on, For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Hmm, that sounds familiar. I love also wants one too. See, look, everybody wants grandbabies.
Hmm.
It's the new in thing to do, y'all. Telling you,
Hmm.
get you a grandbaby. I had a great niece born about a month ago and a great nephew. Oh, Rhonda, that's so awesome. You just go and love upon them, get on them baby snuggles. It's awesome. I
You
can't wait. And then the excitement of what they're gonna look like. Is it gonna be a
know
big
what
baby,
I'm
a little
not looking
baby?
forward to, because I know it's going to be like this, because they're in that era where they just do things different than we did. And I know it's going to be like, well, uh, we're not going to tell anybody till after the baby's born, and we'll let you know when you can come to the hospital. I'm going to be like, yes, but I ain't going to say nothing. I'll
You
just
think
wait
that's
my
what
little
they're gonna do?
turn. Oh, I
Pearl
can just
Land.
see it now. I can just see it now.
I'm gonna have to see what's Pearl Land close to. I get that and Sugar Land kind of confused sometimes. I was like, I know what Sugar Land is. Yeah, you can't crochet that fast.
Mhm.
I know. Well, see, I'm gonna have to start crocheting some baby blankets, I guess.
Mhm.
But they already asked you to do the baby reveal, gender reveal. Because I said,
Uh-huh.
are you ever going to find out what the baby is? Or are you going to wait? Because I try really hard to be extra, you know, spacious, so to speak. Like
Sensitive. Yeah.
yeah, I don't ever
And
want
that's
them
what
to,
right. That's what I'm gonna have to make sure that I do that too.
yeah, like, I want to know this. And then it's not about me, it's about them and their baby. And this is what they want. Whatever their wishes are, that's all I'll go by. And I was really
Mhm.
hoping they'd want to find out. And she goes, yeah, because we were wondering if we could do the gender reveal out there where we do the bonfires. I guess they already have a plan for it. And I was like, of course.
Mhm.
Hello. Are you kidding me? Yeah, we're going to pack in the house for that one. So they are near Pearl Land High School area, an hour from Houston. Well, we are about, I'm thinking, is it north of Houston? North, northwest of Houston, isn't it? Houston, I want to say, is about 4 hours from here. It's south. Oh, well, it's about 5 hours from us then. Yeah, that's about. Well, I don't know. If you could go around Houston or on the outside of it and get there, you'd probably get there faster. Houston traffic is, kind of. We're up by the Dallas area, up that way. So it's not that far though. I mean, that's just a weekend trip right there. You could do that, go down there for a day and come back. I would, especially if I had a grandbaby down there. Oh no,
Should be
I'd
keeping them
say,
roads hot.
sure would. Back and forth, it'd be fine. Yeah, so it's not too far. To me, it isn't. Yeah. I mean, everybody has all these babies. 4 hours. Yeah, yeah. So she's about 4. It would be about 4 hours from us. We're about an hour outside of Dallas.
Mhm.
east of Dallas. So we just go straight on down. We go a little bit different way. You can go in there and go jump on 35 and shoot on down. 20 takes you out to Midland and El Paso and all that. Odessa. Yeah. Midland is like, it's bad down there. It's like Vegas. It's like desert and then poof, there's a city and then desert, you know? It's not a, yeah, it's kind of a miserable place. It was a miserable place, I have to say. Our first night there, we went down there for work. And our first night there, we went out to dinner, and here comes a sandstorm. Like the very
Uh-oh.
first major sandstorm. And of course, my coworker, he had never been in a sandstorm, and he's like, "I'm staying out here, Becca." I was like, "What?" I said, "You better get inside." And he's like, "I'm going to experience it all."
But he was sorry.
Yeah, he was. He came in choking. He's, "Oh, I'll never do that again." I said, "But you experienced it, right? You know, you good?" And he goes, "Yeah, I can say
Uh-huh.
that, you know." Because he was born and raised in the Dallas area, so, you know, we don't have sandstorms like that here. We're not deserty like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "No, this is something. I mean, that's like a hailstorm standing out there. Do you really need to be bonked in the head with something? I mean, I choose to sleep."
Just to say, I survived
I'll say
the
I went through
sandstorm.
and I looked out the window and saw it. That's what I'm going to say.
Right?
Ooh, the best haircut. No, Rhonda said the best haircut she ever got was in Beaumont, Texas at a truck stop.
Mm-hmm.
I know a little about Beaumont. I've been down there a few times. Actually, that's where I was at back when we had the Snowmageddon.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember that? When we got hit real hard just a few years
They
back.
got 7
That's,
flakes, y'all.
no, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That would be a blizzard. Okay. This was a Snowmageddon. This was ice everywhere. 10 was shut
No,
down.
yeah, ice is a game
It,
changer.
it was shut down everywhere. We had ice. We had snow. I mean, we had snow on the ground for over a week. We
Mm-hmm.
don't ever have, no, look, it'll snow. You'll have a good little bit, and by the afternoon, it's gone. Right? Nope, not this. It was bad. And we were having power outages everywhere. It was really rough around here. I was like, man, and it wasn't even that. To me, I lived in Ohio and Michigan, you know. I mean, it snows there. Right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you get
And it
snow. You
hangs
know what snow?
on.
Yeah, for like this you don't see the green of the grass for months. You know, it's like,
Right. Yep. And then
but
when it
around,
melts, if you got a basement, it's gonna flood.
yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta seal that stuff up. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it just, shoo-wee. So around here, it was bad. Like, it's very unusual living for around here, though, especially down in Beaumont. I mean, that's on the water.
Mm-hmm.
That's on the go. I mean, and it was brutal. It was brutal. Having to go about 10 miles an hour. I was so grateful the hotel wasn't that far from work location. I was like literally not even 2 miles from it. Still took me a while to get there though.
Right.
But yeah, I won't forget that one. That one was odd. It was odd. It was really good there. Oh, I was
At the
supposed to
truck
say, did you
stop.
get that? She get that from Jenna. Jenna gave her that haircut. Best haircut of her
Uh-huh.
life. It may have been at my truck stop. I'll tell you, it probably was at my truck stop. You're right. Yeah. Oh, Kelly, I agree. Well, now I like long sleeve t-shirts. I don't mind those. And I don't, as long as the neck's not real high, that just drives me crazy. But jackets, I don't mind wearing a jacket if it's cold outside. I'll wear it and bundle up. But I like that when I have it loose fitting, and I cannot drive in a jacket. I can't be alone in that, right, guys? I I don't like driving in the coat. I feel really restricted. No matter how loose and baggy it is, I still feel restricted. Like somehow I just can't steer the steering wheel the right way.
Oh, I know it. Yeah. Mm-mm.
So I'm like, man, I know, right, Kelly? You want to see that truck stop haircut? Yeah, some of them truck stops, they got everything there because for so many people who are on the truck drivers and stuff, it's like there's so many. That's the only time they can. There are opportunities. They're on the road for so long. But of course,
Hmm.
it does make me wonder. I mean, you've seen some of them truck drivers, They need more truck stops with hair salons, okay? Because a lot of them, they don't, they just, the hairs, the beard, the hair. My uncle was a trucker. My husband's uncle was. He had long hair. He always had it packed in a ponytail. He had a big old long beard. Like ZZ Top. Yeah, see, Kelly don't like to drive in a coat either. Mm-mm. No, thank you. I'm out. Tell me I have to drive with a coat. We ain't going. We'll just stay home.
And a lot of times I don't even put a coat on because if I'm going from the warmth of the house into my warm car and wherever I'm going it's warm, it's just a matter of in and out. And I'm not going to put a coat on for that. I'll take it
Well,
with me.
it depends on how cold it is.
Yeah.
If it's real brutal cold. Most of the time when I just go out and get in the car, I don't. I'll have one out there, or like you said, I'll just take it with me. But most of the time, unless I'm having to walk in a ways to somewhere, then I will put one on because I'll get cold and I don't like to be cold. But most of the time, I'm kind of like that. Like, I don't really need to have a big old coat on. You know, I don't know. My mama, when we lived up north, let me tell you what. She'd go out there looking like a Russian abominable snowman. She had this hat. I don't know why she liked that hat so much. I questioned that hat. Even then, I questioned it. She liked it, and it was this big old burly hat. Big old hat with big old rim. There ain't no way her head got cold. She could have kept everybody in South Africa warm with that hat. There was so much of it. I said, dang, they have a freak snowstorm over there. Send them your hat. I'll let them keep them warm. But, I mean, it looked good on her. Don't get me wrong. But she had that. She always had her long down-filled coat down to the ground and her boots. I ain't one for snow boots because you remember those moon boots? You remember those, Charlie girl? Y'all know what I'm talking about. We call them ski boots. We always call them moon boots because they did look like astronaut boots, okay? And of course, the ones I had weren't, they were silver. Silver. I mean, I don't know. But I used to have to wear them to school and I always hated it. I was like, oh, we had to walk out to the school because it was right there in the neighborhood. I hated wearing boots. But when I got to, high school, there, before my boyfriend started picking me up, what we would do is I'd go down to the bus stop. It was my friend's house, right? And they always knew. I'd take my, I would take my boots off. I put them inside their door, put my tennis shoes on, get on the bus and go. And then when I got home, get dropped off, reach in there and get my boots and put them on and you go home. My mom didn't know. I wasn't wearing them uncool moon boots anyway. I don't know why. Oh yeah, because it was ugly. That's why. I don't like. My mama was just trying to keep my feet warm and keep them dry, but they never got wet in my tennis shoes. I mean, I wasn't going into anywhere that you know had snow on the ground. And when we were in high school, we didn't get let loose on the playground and play in the snow like we did in elementary school. Just saying. Although, they do that here. My oldest two were in high school, and we had snow, actual snow, and everybody ended up, they let the school go out onto the football field. the sacred football field, which couldn't mess up, you know. But I guess they figured it was frozen. They couldn't do any damage to it at that point, anyways.
Right.
But they let them go out and they had full snowball fights and stuff and enjoyed the snow because we hardly ever get snow here. Sounds like that's one for the record right there. And they didn't have any boots. They didn't have snow boots. You know, and when I went up, you know, you don't remember this, but when we went and we bought this house, we had I took 2 weeks and we took the kids up to my sister's because we had our old house packed up and we were waiting on closing and stuff like that. So the 2 weeks before closing, I went ahead and went up and took the little ones and took the kiddos to see my sister, and we stayed there for a couple weeks, and then we just had to come back for closing and that kind of stuff. And I had to go and order a lot of their stuff online. I got to put snow suits, Yeah, I know. Somebody back there? Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Hello. We're gonna have to get you a horn or something.
Hola.
Hola. How are you?
Hola.
I'm doing okay. I was wondering how long I would have to sit back there.
How long were you back there?
Not long enough. Not long enough. No, she was not back there. Look.
I was about 5
You
minutes.
come back. How long we been live, Jenna? How long we been live? Oh, 51 minutes, 52 minutes. You had us waiting that whole time.
I'm sorry. Daughter called, and that was really important. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So more important. I'm not offended. Not at all.
Hello.
I'm not offended.
Hello. How's everybody
Hello,
doing?
Caleb.
They've been requesting your presence.
Yeah, I've been laying low today. Actually, I'm not gonna tell a story. I've been sleeping all day.
So you were laying low.
Yeah, I was laying low today. Laying low.
Laying low. Oh, Nani, but I bet you enjoyed having them there, didn't you?
Hey, everybody.
Her grandbabies are going back Tuesday. She's gonna be missing them.
Hey, Alta, Nani, Kelly, Chaos Queen.
Say your hellos, Jenna. Say your
Number
goodbye.
5.
I'm just kidding.
Number 5 was missing today because last night I jumped up on panel and I fell asleep as soon as I got up here. So,
I know. I'm glad you're so entertained that we keep you on the edge of your seat with anticipation all the time.
I just been falling asleep. Especially if I lay down, I'm out. I fell asleep.
Well, last I knew you were sitting on the toilet, and I was really just hoping it wasn't an Elvis Presley issue or anything. I was like, maybe somebody should check on her. Go to the bathroom, you mute, and we don't hear from you again.
Well, after I got out of the bathroom, I did go lay down. And yeah. And I've been meaning to go live on my channel, but I just can't seem to pull myself to do it. So,
Well, I mean, stop driving the porch swing, and you might have time to go live.
Well, I don't be driving the porch swing no more. I sit on a chair.
Not at all? You ain't driving it anywhere? Not even to the gas station?
No, I don't use gas. It uses air.
They got the air pumps there.
Damn, girl. You need to hook us up.
It uses air. Yeah.
That would be cool to have a car that was like that. Yeah, of course we wouldn't do that because we might be able to afford to go places.
Yeah.
Alta said, did you fall asleep on the toilet?
No, I did not fall asleep on the toilet. I'm sorry.
Then she'd be like, sleeping on the toilet?
I used
Sleeping
to
on the
at
toilet.
work when I would be so tired, I would go in there and sit in the bathroom and I was just like, let me just take a nap. I
And
only
you
have
know,
like
that's not my first choice for taking a nap somewhere. It's not my first location choice for nap time.
it's a place
Just
to
saying.
hide. Place to hide.
Dang. Again, not my first choice for a hiding place. Just saying. But I understand you got to do what you got to do. Take advantage of the space that you got. You
Yeah,
know?
you do. Like just sit and lay your head over, you know? Yeah.
Lord, you was getting all into that sleepy time bathroom, huh?
Oh, look, I took a 5 minute nap one time before work.
Well, that works. It works. I'll take a little snooze on my lunch hour. I know
I've
I
done
do.
that. Then wake up past the
Mhm.
lunchtime and then realize that lunch is over and you're going back to work late.
I haven't done that yet. People around me won't allow that to happen.
Well, congratulations on the grandbaby.
Thank you, thank you. So excited. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Congratulations.
Seems how these other three want to grow up and, start walking and talking and all this other stuff. I mean, you know,
How dare they?
I know.
Having
That's what.
having a baby, grandbaby by your son is gonna be totally different from your daughter's.
Yep.
Yeah, now that's what I'm saying.
Totally
It's a
different.
different,
Yeah, it's
a
gonna
different.
suck, but you got this.
I ain't gonna suck. I'm making it look. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be just fine.
Hmm.
Just
It will. It will.
it'll be good. Well, I'm not that, but I'm not stupid enough to sit there and cause a problem and friction with either of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't. Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna do that. Like I don't know, say like some parents can.
You
It
talking
would
about
be the
me?
no, no, I was not. That's why I was like, I gotta stop because she might think I'm talking about. No, it's not. I'm just saying you always make yourself the soft landing place. You know what I mean?
I've
Mhm.
learned.
Absolutely.
You let them
I've
know that
learned to let
it's
it.
good.
Just let them live their life. You
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
Always reach
Yeah.
out. Let them know that I'm here. I love them, and
Yeah. That's.
took a little bit, but I'm there now. So.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Chaos Queen, but they could. I mean, they could slow down. They could slow down. You know,
Oh, man.
they could. They could slow down. I mean, we're so proud when they start walking. We're like, ah, I mean, but then you're like, oh,
You're like, sit down.
No. One thing
you
you
just got
never do is rush a baby to start walking. Like, really, seriously,
no,
you're not gonna walk. Never gonna
no,
walk.
no. You just go and you just go, boop, and you push them down. Take away their confidence. There you
I
go.
was telling you to do that to this
I'm
little man. I
serious.
was like, "Look, just bump him over. Don't let him start walking."
I can't do that. I can't do that. But I mean, it is a good thought.
Uh-huh.
You gonna stay a baby a little bit longer. Boop.
I
I couldn't
rushed
do that.
mine to go up too quick, and I was like, "Dang it!"
They 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 start walking. It's all over.
I
But that's
know.
okay. That's okay because I told my grandson tonight. I was like, "Did you hear? She got a baby in her belly." He's like, "Yeah," and he's just doing his thing. And I said, "Hey," I said, "You gonna help take care of that baby? You gonna change the baby's diaper? You gonna give that baby a bottle? You gonna be taking care of it?" And he's like, "Nah," and he starts laughing. And I said, "Hey, it's about time you start doing what everybody else did for you.
Uh-huh. Right.
You gonna start doing it." But he
And
will
they
because he's
still
young.
doing for you sometimes.
Oh yeah, but he took real good care of our other grandson. He loves babies, so we're not worried about it. He's all about getting that baby bottle and the diapers. He's real attentive to the babies. He loves babies, so it'll be all right.
Hmm.
Nani, I look. I am there with you. I really am.
Hey, Archangel.
Hey,
Y'all know she
Archangel.
got she got another channel she's doing too.
Does she?
She said she's gonna try and get it up and running.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
So,
watch. I'm sorry, y'all. I just don't.
No.
I don't venture out. I need to venture out. I either watch politics and stuff like that. So
yeah, we know where you
I
be
think
going. We know.
I'm thinking Candy Crush.
We know where you be going.
She criticized
I
Everybody
told you. I told you you have the option to watch Soup or Perp. I'm going with Soup.
She does do good lives. She
I'm
actually
going with
does good
Soup.
lives. I love listening to Sue when she does her live because she's funny. I love
Well,
her
you
commentary.
gotta listen because you never know when she's gonna do an impersonation.
Well, I like how she called B Tim B bitch. I
She's
will
got a
say
lot of
that.
she got a lot of nicknames that she does that are funny.
I will say that.
he
She
is
called
a
him
bitch.
B bitch. She called him B bitch, which I like that. That was
Yeah,
too
he
funny.
is a bitch.
B bitch.
I,
He
B bitch.
thinks
I
he is all that
don't
in a
like.
bag of chips.
I don't
Look,
understand.
and you don't have to venture out like into this kind of sector, like you go watch your Canon videos, you go watch whatever, out
Hell,
there in the
pimple
YouTube street.
popping, you know.
I ain't watching a
You can
pimp.
watch
No, man.
look, you can find
Well,
all kinds of stuff on YouTube. But
tone
if you
in her
want to know,
system.
yeah, you can do all of it. Hoof trimming, all of it.
I
Well,
watch like
here's the
off the
thing though.
grid and stuff like that. I've been watching A Simple Living for about 5 years now.
Yeah, there's all that stuff. And see, the thing is you don't have to go into this, this somewhat sector of true crime / drama crama, whatever. Because all you got to do is you watch Soup. Six Up covers a lot of it too. Soup covers a wide variety of stuff. You watch hers and you do not go venture over into that channel and don't go in their chat. I'm just saying that, we're around these parts. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, oh, I'm glad I haven't gone over there. Cause look at what she lets everybody, exposes
Yeah.
quite a bit. Like, I guess if I were to go in there and see it, then I would maybe know firsthand. But I don't have to.
Sure.
So I just stay away. Yeah, Soup cracks. Yeah, see, I love up to like Soup. She's funny as all get
Yeah,
out.
it's like the comments, like the commentary, like she does really good commentary.
Oh, she does. She does. She's got that. Look, I sound like I'm like obsessed with her or something. I'm sorry, y'all. Please, I'm just
She's
saying. I've
obsessed.
just enjoyed it. I know, right? But I'm just like, on TikTok, she's got that one that is like gone viral. She got an email and everything saying it was going viral. She covers like a lot of the sister wife stuff.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty
So I
cool.
can't wait. I can't wait for her to start covering because I think this next season that's coming up, there's gonna be a
Yeah,
lot of stuff on there. I've been
that's
watching.
pretty cool.
Who would have
Yeah.
thunk that it would have turned out like it has when you first started watching it?
I don't watch Sister Wives, y'all.
I was rooting for it too, honestly.
Oh, I
Honestly,
was
Charlie.
too. I was
I
too.
and I was sad because I try to keep an open mind about a lot of things, right? I really do. I try to always be objective and to look and go, okay, I don't agree with it. I could never live that lifestyle, but you know what? I see where it may work for some people, right? But then, like, there's a few of them because there's a couple other shows that are out there that I'm feeling real bad for to watch, I'm like, ooh. But that one, yeah, I was big. I was like, oh, please just leave, because he's not. He's not treating you right.
Mm-mm. But he
That's
got what he deserved.
oh, he's got more coming. He got more coming.
Mm-hmm.
Look, today
Uh,
I thought the rest of the Oval came out today. I got really excited.
it didn't.
Uh, uh-uh.
It didn't come in.
It didn't.
I'm
It was
sorry,
already.
it didn't come on. Oh, it was already one that was out there.
Yeah, it was the one that was already out there. They hadn't put out season 6, part 2 yet. and then they
Um,
renewed season 7, and I'm waiting for the end. I'm waiting for the rest of Ruthless to come out because I want to see
mm,
the highest gone. I want Ruth to get rid of the highest.
oh, really?
So yes, that's a cult. The Rakadushis.
I don't watch it. I haven't watched it, so I don't know.
That sounds painful.
Hmm?
The Rakadooshies. That sounds painful.
Well, y'all
I,
probably won't be into it, but that's the name of the cult. It's Rakadushis, and you know,
I agree with Charlie Girl. It sounds painful.
That sounds very
it's
painful.
I'm
really
with Charlie
crazy.
Girl on this one. I'm with Charlie Girl on this one. I think it's sound like you got to go to the VD clinic or something to help you out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No,
You're
it's
part of
like,
what? Rakadushi.
Rakadooshi.
yeah,
Is
it's
that like
crazy.
Rakaduki? Rakaduki.
Well,
Rakaduki on out. You know?
well, when people come there, they give them all types of hallucinogenics or whatever to make them think that the highest is, a god and stuff like that. And then they're stuck, and now they're in slavery and being sold and trafficked, and it's just really crazy. They take their kids from them and stuff like that.
And this is a show or a documentary. What is it?
Oh, it's,
Just
it's a show. It's on
uh,
BET. It's called Ruthless, and then Oval. You have to watch Oval first, the Oval first, but it's like Yellowstone. It's like the series of Yellowstone. You gotta watch them in different ways. So, the Oval comes
but I
first,
mean,
and then Ruthless.
but it's not like the story of Yellowstone.
No, it's nowhere near the story of Yellowstone. Yellowstone is really calm. Yellowstone is better to me than like Ruthless and the Oval.
Calm.
No, it's
Yellowstone
not
calm.
calm.
I mean,
I
you watch them
love
cowboys on those
Yellowstone.
horses. There ain't nothing calm about it.
I love watching it. I watched the they have that Y Marshall coming out, and they have the Beth and Rip, and then they have the Madison in 1944 coming out, and the four sixes.
And there's something about them cowboys out there. I'm telling you,
I think Beth and Rip's the
put a
next
cowboy,
spinoff.
the cowboy hat on them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, riding that horse. Huh?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
where
it
I'm going
does.
with that. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. There's just one thing I'm following. I played it on my channel, but
Yeah,
he's
no,
getting
I
really
agree.
big.
Nani says cults scary. Yeah, they're scary.
Yeah,
It's
it's really
scary how
crazy.
people can be so easily influenced. You just like, wow.
I think it's just
Like,
people looking to kind of belong somewhere,
I don't know.
and they
I
get
mean,
suckered.
I'd rather stand completely alone in this world than to have to live something like that.
Right.
You know,
But
I don't need to be
yeah,
a part of any kind of group if I have to live through that kind of stuff. So that
yeah.
they
But
do in
you
some of them
decide to
cults.
belong, they'll try to hurt you or unalive you. So yeah,
You know what I said? Well, you go ahead and do it. Take me now. Take me now. You know,
right.
whatever. Whichever. Y'all always say I'm, doomed for the bad stuff. So, you know, wherever I end up, just take me now, okay? Because I'd rather just not even be in existence than to live through that. Honestly, I mean, some of that stuff is bad.
So
I
what's been
mean,
going on in the YouTube streets?
I don't know. Oh, I guess Fred Hill has agreed to do a lie detector test for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
What I heard.
I don't know. I did hear it. I don't know if it's the same lie detector test that what's her name? I want to say Cheryl, but that's not her name. Cher. Shut up, Cher. Yeah,
Shut up,
Cher.
Cher.
Shut up, Cher. Yeah, that's from the freaky Velcro man. Um, but she offered to do to she gonna be, dry begging to have money to do one if she has to pay for it. She was hoping she could find a free lie detector test, and she was gonna
Who's
set one
Jenna?
up. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which, if she's gonna have to beg for money for it, she might as well just have Ziggy pay it, because Ziggy will just say she needs money for it and take somebody's credit card and pay for it.
So they volunteered to do a lie detector test.
Yep. Well, no,
Well,
they agreed to. I don't think they volunteered.
yeah, there's a difference,
Yeah.
They agreed to it, but then it kind of makes you wonder if it'll be a situation like, oh, I can't
Right.
do it
Yeah.
today. We'll have to
Agreeing and
reschedule.
going through with it are two different things.
But why
Yeah,
now? Why now, though?
I don't know. Why not? I mean, I don't know. I mean, do they really think
Wouldn't
Fred
they
had
have done that to begin with?
Jenna? There's a lot of things in that case that you think, shouldn't they have done that to begin with? I don't know. I don't know. Did Jody Sue take a lie detector test? Did she?
Andy Bernard has also agreed.
But did Jody Sue agree?
I don't know.
I just wonder if Jody Sue's ever had one. I mean, she was standing at the end of her driveway, which is, right there at 110 Ben Hill Road,
Her
with her,
purse,
yeah, planting flowers.
planting
Because
flowers.
anybody takes their purse with them when they're doing gardening.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Especially if
I don't
your
like
neighbor's coming by to pay you back from them, you know.
it. Yeah, I mean, then I could see having your purse there.
After being at the doctor.
Mm.
I just make sure I had pockets on whatever I was wearing. I just put it in my pocket. Is she afraid she'd forget it was there and put it in the laundry or something? I don't know. I don't know. I still question that big cup of ice every morning. I still question that.
I love it. I
The
love that.
constant.
That's
It's a
what they're
constant flow of
and I'm
ice.
jealous
She
of
always
her.
has. She always had. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous of that, Charlie girl.
Wow.
Look. I'll get you hooked up on some ice, okay?
Well, I
Just
got an ice maker, but it's not the little tiny pieces.
I
hers
like the
aren't
little.
either. They're the squares like this. She showed them in her cup one time. I saw. They're not the little nugget ice from Sonic.
Look at last night because she showed them and they were
Maybe she had different ones.
the little nuggets.
That I still question. Where is she
When
all
y'all
that
showed that
ice?
video, when we was in chat and we was watching that video of her. Remember the little 20-minute thing?
Mm-hmm.
See,
She looks
Eliza, I
really
said
different.
so too.
She looks really different. Like,
That's what I thought. But see, I don't think they're gonna. I think they're wanting. Okay, now I'm just asking because they gave Fred one when he was locked. When he was,
The only
just so.
the From what I understand, the only one he's had was when he was in jail, and it
Uh-huh.
had to do with Cotton Simpson. I don't think
Yeah.
he was asked anything about Summer.
See, well, that's what Eliza just said. It was about Cotton Simpson.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't about Summer. So did the police think there was no need to give him a lie detector test because they don't think he's connected to the Summer situation? Because that would have been a really opportune time to do one.
I really don't think that
You
Hawkins
know,
County did their job at
Well,
anything.
I was gonna say maybe they already know the answer.
they may do. That's it. See, that's what I wonder. Because I mean, honestly, we can sit back and say, hey, they're not doing this right, which maybe they're not. But we never know what the police know. They
Well,
only
y'all know
let out what they want the
we
public
asked
to know.
Google.
Yep.
Y'all remember when we asked Google that question?
Who?
You asked Google that question, remember?
I don't remember
They
what is
only
it?
they only tell you what they want you to know. We're not going to have all the insights on the case
I
Mm-mm.
know.
ever. I mean, they'd
You
be
asked
stupid to do that. It's a case. They gotta keep some of it under wraps.
Yeah.
You
I just
know,
wish
let's
she.
say
That's all I
you
want.
don't show your ace card. Hopefully that's what they're doing. Hopefully it isn't because they botched it up.
Right.
You know. I hope. Yeah. See, and I still wonder about that whole Con Simpson thing. It's just odd. Why do all these people keep dying that are connected to that case? You
Exactly.
had that one girl, the young girl. I mean, what is going on over there in Tennessee? Mm-mm-mm. You know, now that I think about it, we probably shouldn't have gone on vacation there.
Oh, bullshit.
Well, I don't know. There's some bad juju
I'm,
over there.
I'm from there. It's not going to keep me away from them.
Look,
That's
look,
my
Fancy
home.
went to the watering hole. They took that. They did. They took that time because they stayed. What we had to leave. They didn't. Their plane didn't leave until that night, right?
Right.
We left and they were there. They didn't get to leave until later, so they had time. That last day they were there, they went up there and they went to the water hole. They went, all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they made it out okay. Jesus, I don't know. I just think it was bad juju around there. Mm-mm. It's weird. What's going on? Those are the questions we know about. Yeah, exactly. I am sure he was asked more than 3 questions. The test did not determine he was telling the truth or that he was lying. So
Well, Jody
basically, just
Sue
like,
said that he refused to do the baseline testing. But I don't know how
okay,
they could continue the test if he didn't do the
Yeah.
baseline test.
Yeah. I was gonna say you have to do
my
the
question
baseline,
before even that, how would she know?
I
but a
don't
lot
know.
of times the test is not hold up in court.
How would she know?
I don't know.
Well, according to Jody Sue, obviously she knows everything because she's been on here ever since day one, talking about
I
everything.
ain't missed a day.
She
But she
protests
can't.
too much.
But she can't help them with since she knows
That's what
everything.
my dad used to always tell me. He who protests too much. I knew what he meant. He knew. He's like, I know
Mm-hmm.
you're lying because you're sitting there trying to convince me otherwise, and you're doing too much.
Yep.
So basically, what he was trying to tell me is, if you're gonna lie to me, keep it short and sweet, and I won't question it.
Right. Right. If you offer additional information and you're not even asked, you guilty.
Yeah,
It's
over
what you call
explain.
trying to control the narrative.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's weird. It's just weird. I don't know. I don't know. It's just odd to me. Like, it's out there. It's out there. The whole case is.
I just wonder if it is proven that Fred has something to do with it. What's Ziggy going to do? She going to stay with him?
Oh, I'm sure she will to get some money. I'm with a convicted. I need
It'll
Wrongly
to
be.
convicted. She'll stay
convicted
with
so
him.
much.
It'll be. He was wrongly accused. Andy Bernard was on the road that day.
Help me overcome this. I'm in so much turmoil. I
Look,
live
y'all.
through this.
You know how many times I'm yelling at the phone? Like when I hear that shit, I'm like, you stupid ass. How many people were on the road that day? I mean, come on. How are they going to get from point A to point B? Of course they were on the road.
They lived on that road. Why wouldn't they be
Of
on that
course.
road?
He already said he went to work that day. Of course he was on the road. Oh my God. It's like, it's one of those things where you just like,
I don't trust anybody on that road.
Nope.
That's just me. Everybody can
look,
have their own opinion on that, but I really think that whole hill has something to do with anything that goes on that hill.
I told you there's bad juju there. Like, what was that?
What
What was
goes
that
on
show?
on the hill stays up on the hill,
Stays on the
obviously.
hill.
Yeah, that's right.
Look, you know that old movie Deliverance? You ever seen that?
Oh, yeah.
I swear to you, I'm not trying to be mean to y'all, but I'm like, look, there's one thing to be country and mountain folk, but there's another thing to be country and mountain folk. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
you're sitting there and you're like, y'all are making the Whitakers look normal. You're making them like
I'll be right back, y'all. I'll get me some water.
they crazy. Like there's something wrong. There's something there. So what other case do we think they were questioning him about? Yeah, exactly. Good chance it was about Summer's disappearance. But yeah, I would. I don't know, Eliza. At this point, I question. How many cases are you questioning Fred Hill on? Have the answer to that one. You know, because if they're questioning him about Cotton, and they're questioning what are the cases that are not even being talked about that he's being questioned in. That's my just asking for a friend. Jenna wanted to know. She's not here to combat that, so we'll say that. No, seriously, I do wonder, like how many cases are there that you could possibly be involved in that we don't even know
A
anything
lot.
about.
Well,
We don't.
to hear Ellie/Karen tell it,
Mhm.
um, I, there was something about a brother-in-law that he was asked to unalive, but I don't know.
There's no telling how many cases they
I
need to question him on.
promise you, there's lots more stuff that goes on that hill than anybody will ever believe.
Well, I mean, that's kind of, I don't know. Me, it's a giving. It's a giving. Like, that is 100, in my mind, it's 100% yes. Of course. I would definitely agree with you on that. When you look at their lifestyle, I mean, heavily involved in drugs, that's just a lifestyle that's all on its own. And a lot of things attached to that, unfortunately.
Yeah. And a lot of people attached
Good
to
night,
that.
Georgette. Sleep well. I'm sorry.
Good night, Georgette. No,
Good
you're
night,
fine.
Georgette. Yeah, that's right.
And
Yeah, Liza,
I mean, if
thriving
you
on
look
it.
at the other two cases that are in the media right now and look at the people that are possibly involved and you see the cases going nowhere, well, you kind of put two and two together. And it is my opinion that there are people involved in Summer's case that are higher ups that they're making it, making it go away.
Yeah, that's the way I feel.
Hmm.
I think it's
It could be. I mean, you saw what happened with Lawson and his son. How things are able to,
Hmm.
everything.
you know.
Yeah, this world we live in is so messed up that you
Hmm.
know.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff there that was like, oh my gosh. Anybody else, they'd throw the book at him and they'd be away forever. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, they'd have a really heavy sentence, and then this guy just walks. Geez, that because who your daddy is? I mean, obviously. I mean, what else are you gonna? I just don't know how anybody could think anything other than that.
Well, that's how it is. You know somebody just like this town here. If you don't know no one, you're gonna do time here, and they're gonna treat you like crap. But oh, if you know
Yeah,
somebody, if you know the chief and the sheriff and all that stuff, you're gonna get away with stuff.
You ever
you
hear
gotta
That's
have
just
the
that?
how
commitment.
it's done.
You ever hear that
You
old
start.
adage? It's not who you know, it's who you blow.
Well, I ain't blowing
Mm.
nobody here. Yeah, but, you know.
You may want it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You know, you're not gonna do anything to get in trouble anyway, Jenna. I mean, hopefully not.
Mm. The only time I ever got in
Why is
trouble
Andy
here is with
scared to go
dating.
past his house towards Fred's? I don't know. Why? Andy's afraid to go past Fred's house? I don't know.
Oh
I don't know.
no.
I just think that case is really. I mean, obviously, we're going on what, 4 years? How long has it been?
I would say you.
Over 4 years.
Yeah.
This summer we'll be coming up to year 5, right?
Hmm.
It's somewhere
Year
coming up.
5.
Not next year, but
Year
year
5.
5.
And I really question how the hell children just disappear, poof, just out of thin air, like a fucking Harry Potter scene. Like I'm thinking, do we need to go to the train station and see if there's,
Exactly.
110
Well,
and a half?
the
Like,
late, the latest theory is that she's buried with another body.
yeah, that's
That
been
was
going
the
around.
beginning of it. That
Well,
was
but
the
Yeah,
they,
beginning.
they're
but have
revisiting
they?
that.
But are they?
I don't.
Are they really?
Okay,
Are they
hold
going
on.
to dig that person up?
I don't know. Look. I don't know if they're revisiting it. YouTube is revisiting it. Let me rephrase that.
Yeah,
YouTube
YouTube is
is,
busy.
yeah. So I don't know what the police are doing. I mean, look, if it was my child, y'all, I'm just saying, like, I would hope never to be involved in that. Like, we were at Walmart, okay? My little man goes and he's getting a drink out of the water fountain. I didn't have eyes on him. I was like, "Where is he?" And my husband was like, "He's just getting a drink right there." And I was like, "Can you see him?" And he's like, "Well, he's just right around the corner there." I'm like, "I'm sorry, he's around the
Mm-mm.
corner.
Mm-mm.
Customer service is right there." And I'm like, "Whoo, boop." And I did have to have a conversation with my kiddos, and I said, "You know what, guys? Because they're like, it's okay, mom." And he says, "I'm just right here. I was getting water." And it's like, I understand, but I have to have my eyes on you. And then, of
Right.
course, my kids are coming at me like, "Mom, blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, you don't understand, guys. They Kids disappear. They get taken. And it's like,
In a
I don't want to be in
fraction
that
of a
situation.
second.
Yeah,
In a blink
Right.
of
yeah.
an
And I'm
eye.
like, I can't. And especially where that Walmart is, it's a hot spot. Y'all ever hear about Highway 20 in Texas? It's a freaking hot spot, guys. I can't. It is what it is. I'm not the one who does the shit. I just know about it. And I don't
I
want it to be
20,
my kid.
I 20 is a bad place anyways because it goes straight through all big towns like Atlanta, everything. It's just
And
you jump
it's
on, jump off, grab and go.
Yep, easy access. And it's not the big cities that they're trying to get the kids from. It's the ones out podunk places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Either way, I had to have that conversation with my kids in terms they could understand. And I said, that's why you had to be right here with me. You can't, I have to have my eyes on you, you know. But like I was saying, I don't ever want it to be one of my children. If anyone thinks it'd never be their child, you're living in
Yeah.
a delusional world
Mm-hmm.
that, I'm sorry. And I pray that it is never anybody's child that I know. But it does happen. And even though it may not be anybody that but these children who are missing and somebody knows them. But I'm just gonna say, look, if it was me, I would be begging for anything and everything to be like, I don't you care. I would not care how many bodies they had to dig up. I'd be like, give me the backhoe, I'll go dig up everything. I'd be digging every
Mm-hmm.
single one of them up in the area. Like, I want to know where my baby is. I just
Well,
couldn't
even
sit
Andy
there and be like,
Bernard has said that. Now,
Andy
he could
Bernard.
be trying to blow or throw people off.
Yeah, yeah. I just,
Who said that?
Andy Bernard.
hmm
He told Ryan Fines that's where he
Oh,
thought she was.
well, I'm saying as a parent, I would just be begging for no stone to be gone unturned. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't care if it was the smallest pebble, because that may be the smallest little thing that somebody says that could be the answer. You know, I'd be
Yeah.
demanding that they could look in anything and everything.
And if you'll remember, it was speculated that um, the funeral home might have been connected somehow. And if you think about it, if that's what happened and she was buried with another body, that's where they could come into play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that one guy worked at one,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and
He worked
I
at
wouldn't
did he
say
work at crematory?
see,
He worked at a crematory, didn't he?
but yeah, but see that I wouldn't say that the funeral home may have been connected. I would have said an employee of the funeral home would be connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
he just
if something like that were to have happened, I don't think. Not, I mean, maybe it could have, but
He might own. He might own the funeral home. I don't know.
I don't think he did. I think he just worked there. I'm pretty sure he worked there, and he doesn't work there anymore.
Yeah, he moved out of the area. He got married.
Who knows? I don't know. I just know there's a lot of crazy people over there. I mean, that's one of those crazy, crazy. I don't know.
the whole area is
You,
crazy. It's just
yeah, you look at
like a
all the
hit.
people involved, and you're just like,
Yeah.
and you know, this is gonna sound so mean, y'all. I know it does sound mean, but I just sit there and I look and I go, none of those kids stand a chance.
Mm-mm.
You know, like you
No,
Well,
never stood a
they don't.
chance. I don't know. And then, you know, the whole odd thing about Summer and her aunt both come up missing. The aunt, I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure, I would almost put money on the fact that her ex did that to her. But whatever happened, I think the ex had something to do with it. I could be wrong, but you know, uh, it's just odd to me. Like, there's definitely something there because of the way Grandis, who doesn't like to be called Grandis, whatever, she's not in here, you know, how she reacts to things, it's it's odd to me. Like, your daughter is missing
She
and you've never
left.
found her.
Yeah, and then when Summer disappeared, she left and never came back.
Oh, she came
Which
back, but she left again and didn't come back.
which I could kind of get that. I could kind of see that. Like, if it was a trauma response, I could totally get like somebody just going, I can't
Or
even be
she
here
could have been trying to
anymore.
avoid all the YouTube bullshit.
Could be. I mean, she could have a lot of reasons for doing it, but it's still, look, man. Again, the reactions I just don't get. You know, because if that was my grandbaby, oh my God, come hell or hot water, somebody's gonna answer up to where my grandbaby is. I'll tell you that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would probably like kill myself trying to search and find out what the hell happened. I could not. I just don't know what I would ever do if anything like that ever happened. Honestly, I don't think I would
And
sleep. It would be horrible.
Jenna, what is it that you heard Dawn say?
What about grandma?
Mm-hmm.
She told everything. I think that was to Crime Stories of Seth. If I'm not mistaken. It was something that I was on the phone with Candace and we was
Because she's
FaceTiming.
out there telling everything. She's screwing everything up.
Yeah.
What was
And
she
she jumped
telling?
off. Well, she said
No.
it was the story. I didn't know what she was talking about at first, but it was the story of when I jumped off. That's when I realized it was a story of Summer not getting out of the vehicle and Candace going to meet Don. But I don't know. I mean, that's
I don't know. The whole situation is crazy. I'm
you know,
telling you,
it's
it's
just
one
so much
piece.
stuff has went on, and you sit over the years and look at it and stuff like that. You know, you just don't know what was the truth and what was not. You know.
Yeah, it's definitely a different lifestyle. The whole, you know, it's a different lifestyle they live. I just, I don't know. I hope one day that they do get answers though. I want to know. I want to know the answers. You know, I want to know what happened. If they'll
I
ever
pray
know.
for you justice. That's all I want.
Um, I know. I do too. Like, we really started talking about that Summer Wells case. Oh my goodness. It's just a sad situation. Mm. But, other news. The Idaho 4, I don't get to go watch the trial of that. Because he did a plea deal. Which, I would hope. I would say the plea deal should be out to tell why he did it and all that stuff, That's what I'd want. But, uh, I don't know. What other cases are out there? No clue. Can you hear me, Jim? Oh, she muted. Both of y'all are muted. I'm thinking my earbuds died out. Did you hear that? I don't know. Little frog here. Little frog here. Why y'all muted? What's going on, y'all? Something going on. Look. Something juicy going on over there. Everybody's muted. They're having a private conversation without me. Look at that. What y'all talking about over there? But either way, y'all, that case is one that hopefully one day they do get answers. But I do think there's a lot of stuff on that we could, obviously, everybody chats about and questions. And you think, good golly, I don't know. It's almost like watching a documentary of some backwoods place and people that you just think never exist. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know those docu-series, and you're like, is that for real? It is. People like that really do exist. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Look, I need to go in there. Give me coffee, y'all. They just okay. So, anywho. So you got the Summer Wells case, and all them cases that are going on. People who are attached, and I do like to sit back, and look at the different cases and the people who are involved that are attached to it. And that Summer Wells case is definitely out there. It's definitely different. Definitely different. That's crazy stuff. And I think the most normal one is the what's his name? Jose? What's the name? Jose?
Yeah.
The one who passed away.
Hmm.
He was probably the most normal one.
Well, he could have been putting on too.
You can't put on normal like that. You know what I mean? Like when I say the most normal, I mean loosely. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, even though I'm not trying to be mean about it, y'all, but even the ones who go to church are kind of odd.
I know.
I don't know. And you say you're gonna have your daughter there. What? Not one from church. I don't know. Look, and this is where my mind goes, y'all. I wonder. You can't be. It's gonna sound horrible, but I'm just gonna say it. You can't be that good of a person if you're gonna allow your daughter to go stay at their house.
Right.
Don't try to pretend it's your little Miss Sunday school teacher. If you sitting there allowing your daughter to do that, no. Excuse me. No way in hell I'd look. No. And that's not because I'm sitting here thinking I'm better than somebody else or nothing. No. It's that
Hey,
my child
Brian,
deserves to be in a better environment than that. I would not allow that for my child at all.
mm-mm.
You know. And that's fine. You live how you want to live, but I'm not gonna have my kid doing that. There's just another kid missing from Hawkins County. What? It was, wasn't it? But who did they find him? Did y'all hear about another child?
I haven't.
So there was another one missing from Hawkins County. I don't know. It seems like I heard about a case where there was somebody missing, but I don't remember any of the details on it. So unfortunately, it gets to be too much sometimes. I think all these kids come up missing and people, a lot of crazy. But there was something. I don't remember what it was. There was something I was like, oh, I got to tell the girls about this because I'm trying to remember what it was, though. I can't remember now. I'll remember later. Now I'm gonna wrap my brain trying to remember what the heck it was. Something I saw that was different. I was like, oh my gosh. Uh, I'm not sure if they were found or not. Oh Lord. Alright, well, I guess it's gonna be something that we can look up. You on it, Charlie girl? You Googling it already?
No,
What is that?
Oh.
I'm eating.
Oh, okay. I got you. You gotta eat dinner, man. You gotta eat your food.
Well, a child missing from Hawkins County.
Apparently so. But they think it was. I'm not saying 100%.
Yeah.
It was on my news, and I was like, yeah, exactly. Probably, I'm telling you, there's shit going down. Like I said, I'm not trying to be cruel or judgmental, but I mean, there's people there just live a different life than what I can't do it. Sorry,
Right.
I can't do that. Y'all live your life, do what you want to do, but you know, I hope if it was a child missing, hopefully they found them and they just wandered off or something and they're okay. Oh no, I thought that was a bug.
What about that? Was it Jack and Lily or something like that? The two babies out of Canada,
Hmm.
Nova Scotia. Did they ever find them?
I don't think so.
Hmm. Oh yeah, you're talking about the one. That's right. That one. It was big news for a while. What happened to that?
There's nothing really.
The one they were talking about. That's the one where the dad or stepdad or whoever he was, like she had the one baby
Yep.
Yeah.
and she still had the, and then all of a sudden that just like petered out. Like
Yep.
Well, I heard that they was on a reservation somewhere. Is that true?
I don't know. I don't know. I heard that she's part of the res, so I don't know. I don't think they lived on the res though, right? Or they off of the res? But she
I
is part of the
don't believe
reservation.
it. But I heard that they were on
Because
the reservation. If that's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. Yeah, please don't hold my word to that.
it could be. I mean, I don't. That might be why you don't hear anything else about it. I haven't heard anything about it. Like it was just like big news, blah 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 blah, and then nothing. Like cut it off. They
But
could at
there's like a
least
lot of
tell
stuff like
us.
that that goes on in here. You hear something about it, and then all of a sudden you don't hear nothing about it. That's just in news general. Like those drones. Where do drones go?
Right?
Back in people's
We just
houses
don't talk
because they
about
weren't.
drones. Like
Back,
really.
back in
Uh,
everybody's house.
yeah.
Everybody's got the drones home back home.
Right.
I don't know. They could not talk about the drones. I'm fine with that, but you could at least let us know that the babies are okay. You know,
Oh, I was just
I'd,
saying. Yeah.
I'd rather know about that. You know, I don't
Yeah,
know.
that were
They got all
really
the.
weird. They from drones to miss it. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, but I was just saying
You
in
know,
general.
yeah. Oh yeah. They always They got a lot of stuff that's talking about this and then shut it down, talk about that. You don't hear anything else about it.
They're called smoke screens.
Well,
Well, smoke screen this, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. It's weird. Well, I mean, you still got Madeline McCann. That's one case that always interests me. And it's all these years
I
later, and they're
agree,
still.
Emily, man. Most definitely. It's
The what?
primary mom's comment. That is exactly right.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Leave the kids out of it, man. I mean, it just. I don't know. It's just sad. It really is. We're supposed to protect the kids and make sure that they're good to go.
Yeah.
You're supposed to make sure they're better off than you are,
Yeah.
in my
Most
opinion.
definitely.
I mean, I get that you got to take care of you and all that. I get that, But, I mean, my kids will have what they need before I do. Bet.
I go without for mine. I go without for mine. I don't even know what it's like to do for me no more.
Yeah, it's like, my kids going to have what they need. I bet. I got you 100, but I don't know. I don't understand how kids just go missing. I don't understand. And the way technology is, look, make this make sense. Make this what, okay? They had that one, y'all remember all that talk about the camera system that you could pay this money into and they could see people going into the woods? Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Really? Really? We have that technology, but
Mm-hmm.
you gonna tell me that there's kids missing? That there's people missing? Like
Exactly.
that? Nah. I
And
don't.
those images were from space.
Again, they
From a
got that
satellite.
technology. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So you got that technology, and you're gonna tell me that there's people missing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. Try again. Like, don't sit here and tell me you're watching everybody's every single move, but then you just can't pull up the information you need on this. Because according to that, you should be able to pick up the information and zoom right into 110 Ben Hill Road and
Yep.
watch for a week period. Just watch the whole ongoings, and you would be able to see what happened. So does that
Yep.
information just not exist and you can't do that? But it's not out there, and it was just some bullshit stuff that they put out, or does it exist and they're not wanting to tap into it for what purpose, what reason?
Mm-hmm.
Which is it?
Well, just look at the day she supposedly went missing. That's all you need to look at.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they could look at the whole week. They could look at what I mean if they have it. If it's really out there and it's technology that we have, because you're spying on everybody in the world. I don't. It makes no sense to me that there would be one single person missing. There would not be
Mm-hmm.
one single child missing. There wouldn't, like, no, because you would know what happened to her. You would know if there was someone buried with another body who wasn't supposed to be. You
Mm-hmm.
would see it all transpire. And if they've got that technology,
Well,
they got somebody
not
sitting there watching it, reviewing all of it.
not if they put her in there in the funeral home.
They would know. 100, they would know. They would see carrying, they would see if she ever got out of the vehicle. They would see if the vehicle was taken somewhere else. They
Yeah.
would have to take her out of that vehicle, and they would be able to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my
And they
point.
said They said it was partial remains that were put in the casket, which goes along with the ashes necklaces that they all were wearing.
Oh, that's the speculation,
Yeah.
right? It's
Mhm.
speculation. Somebody said that, which you know could be a possibility.
Well, I saw the
You know,
necklaces myself. There's
and
a
they
picture of them.
definitely
They're
look
all wearing the same
they
necklace.
they definitely look like that.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just weird. It's all.
Like I said, that
I just don't
whole hill
understand.
is terrible for everybody on that hill.
I know, right? But I'm gonna go grab me some coffee, yo. I gotta get more of my coffee game. Going.
Go
It's
get some
going.
coffee.
I got a little sip of coffee down there. Just a little sip.
Why not do that? I'm gonna go potty.
Oh Lord,
But I'm coming back. I'm not going to sleep.
you better not.
I'm
I know
not.
where you live.
She going snoozing. She be snoozing. Oh Lord, I hope it's hot. It's not. I gotta heat it up. Put the water on there before I heat it up. Makes it taste like a fresh cup. Now don't let me forget my coffee's in there.
Your coffee. You'll hear it.
Whatever. Girl, every time I have the possibility of hearing it, but yet I'm still searching around for it, so keep that in
Uh-huh.
mind.
I can't
Let's
find my
not forget.
coffee. Go look in the microwave.
Oh shit, you're right. I am proud though when it's not actually in there.
But then you're like,
It's,
damn, where is it?
yeah, I'm always hopeful that's where it is, and then it's like when it's not, I'm like, oh, okay, let me get on this because I got to figure out where it is.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I'm surprised little man doesn't go in there and get it as much as he loves coffee.
Oh, he's had his own coffee, which I got to send you a picture because every day he hits me up for coffee,
Uh-huh.
and he asked me to make him like I had brought a cappuccino home, and he finished it off, right? Well, he did more than finish it off because I only had like maybe a quarter of it.
Uh-huh.
He had the rest. And so he's like, "Mom, can you stop and get me one of those coffees that you had the other morning?"
Ah.
Or I said, "Baby, I can make you one." Bad mistake. I
Mhm.
should have never said that. I should have never said it. Because at least if he knows I can't make one, I could tell him that McDonald's burned down, that Starbucks burned down. I could tell him whatever.
There's a shortage on coffee beans.
Yeah, I could tell him whatever. But now that he knows I know how to make them, then he's like, "Could you make me one of those?" I said, "Oh, I'm not feeling like making one now." And he goes, "Okay, that's fine. Just let me have a cup of coffee." I said,
And then
"Bet."
he
You
broke
know?
out the dance. He broke out the coffee dance.
Oh, he got the moves. So
Uh-huh.
he's over there. He over there. So every day, he's got his own coffee cup.
Uh-huh.
He's proclaimed it as his. And
Mm-hmm.
he was sitting there today, like a little old man, sitting at the table. He had his little cup and he had his tablet. And he's just sitting there. I know, oh my god. I took a picture because it was funny. I was like, I gotta send this to Charlie Girl. Exactly, Marie Mom. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
I wouldn't be resting until somebody told me where that baby was. 100%. You have to tell me.
But I feel like the ones that are responsible for finding out who she is may already know. So that's why.
Well,
I think they know
You know
way
my,
more than what anybody's ever told us.
you know my thoughts on that though.
What are you eating?
Cookie.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Cookie.
I mean, I'm a Cookie Monster. I loved Cookie Monster as a kid. I used to have a Cookie Monster that was like a puppet,
Uh-huh. We
and I
love
had Rolf.
cookies.
You know, the other Muppet character.
Uh-huh.
You could shove pajamas in him. His little mouth.
Elmo?
Rolf. Rolf. Kermit's little dog side friend.
Hermits? That's Miss Piggy.
No, the dog.
I didn't know he had a dog.
I'll show you. You'll know who I'm
Maybe your
talking
mama
about.
just told you that he did.
No, he didn't. Girl, I watch the Muppets every time that look. That was one show I didn't miss. I was all about the Muppets, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Cookie Monster was my guy there too. And he had the little googly eyes. You know, the eyes that had the little rattles in them.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Uh-huh.
I love the Cookie Monster. Me want cookies.
Cookie.
Cookie Monster was
I
a
love the
beast, man.
count. One.
I did too.
Ah, 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 ah.
Ooh, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Yes. And then there's Animal. Remember Animal from the
Yep.
Muppets?
Mm-hmm.
That was my
I didn't watch the
that character
Muppets
was.
much, but I watched Sesame Street.
Well, that's how you don't know who I'm talking about. Then
I know.
the Muppets were really, and you think about it. You know what? That's the stuff we grew up on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nowadays, if you watch the Muppets from back then, it was not PC at all for
Mm-mm.
today's standards. Today's
Mm-mm.
standards, they would be like, children should not watch this. Da, 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 da. Like, we grew up on that. You wonder why our humor is the way it is, and how
Mm-hmm.
that this Generation X doesn't get offended
And
by a whole lot.
all these kids on Sesame Street were allowed to just, you know, have contact with all these adults that it's like, you don't know them, you
Well,
know?
to be fair, they did talk to a big yellow bird and a green monster who lived in a trash can, and that
Mm-hmm.
was okay. That was our norm.
Yeah.
That was acceptable. I'm just saying, it was a different world back then, you know. And then you go from watching the Muppets, and then you go watch Old Yeller, Grizzly Adams. You ever watch Grizzly Adams? I remember there was an
Yeah.
episode I watched, and I was crying my
Mhm.
eyes out. I love Grizzly Adams. I used to have the bear, little bear. I
Aw.
used to use him as a pillow. Oh, I love that thing. And he was only about like this big, but big enough
Uh-huh.
to lay your head on. His poor little back would just lay like that. Yeah, I got these today. Y'all know these little oatmeal
Oh my gosh,
ice.
are they lemon?
No, 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 no.
Are they
They had a
lemon?
lemon one.
Oh,
No, these are just the oatmeal, iced
okay, yeah.
oatmeal cookies.
I'm not
And they're kind of,
not a big fan of oatmeal cookies.
these kind?
Yeah, any oatmeal cookies.
We can't be friends.
I'm
No,
sorry.
these are the iced ones. They're not
I
like
know
chunky
that.
oatmeal. Have you ever had
No, I
these?
know that. Yeah, I don't care for them.
Look at that. A little ASMR for you.
Mm-hmm.
They're soft. They're
I
soft
think
and they're not.
that might be why I don't like them.
Oh
Because I
yeah,
don't
see
like
you like
soft chocolate chip cookies or any,
same.
I like them
We
to have
can't
a
be
little bit
friends.
of a snap.
We can't be friends. Look, if they got a snap to them, I'd be dunking them in my milk or my coffee to
Uh-huh.
soften them up.
Exactly.
I like chewy cookies. I do. Now Oreos are the exception.
Yeah.
Mega stuffed Oreos, which I don't care what anybody says. Mega stuffed Oreos are what double stuffed used to
Oh
be,
yeah, honey. And the
and
regulars, they have nothing
are
on them.
double stuffed. No, they're what double stuff is now. That what they are now is what regular used to be.
But
You get
what
a
they
regular
call
little
them
Oreo,
regular now, there's nothing on
ain't
them.
nothing. No, you can't even look. It like spread on the thing. You
Bullshit.
don't even have anything you could peel off of it.
No,
We all
COVID
know
did
that's not
that.
how Oreos work. They did whatever. That's cool. You know what? I don't know. Somebody did that crap, and that was
That's how it
wrong,
happened.
wrong, wrong. There's something's wrong with that. See, they're trying to be sly, trying to be all sly
You
and
think
shit.
we don't know? And the sizes of boxes of
Cadbury eggs. Cadbury
yeah.
eggs. They changed. You used to be able
Mm-hmm.
to bite into one of those, and it would just drip all over the place. Don't tell me you didn't change that shit. And you bite into one now, and it's like solid.
Uh-huh.
No, it's supposed to be messy. They changed it. I'm telling you. Then they also changed the size of Cadbury eggs. They sure did, and they wanted to lie about that too. But they did. And let's not even
Hmm.
start talking about the hostess issue.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Twinkies, I stand by this. I stand my ground with it. Twinkies, ding dongs, Suzy Q's, ho hos. None of them, snowballs. None of them are what they used to be.
Uh-uh. Because they put
But
all this artificial shit in there now.
the only one that I really cared about was the Twinkies. That was
Mm-hmm.
very near and dear to my heart. You know, I used to love to have 2 Twinkies and chocolate milk for lunch when I was in high school. Ooh, it was so good. But now,
No
I
wonder
can't
you're
believe
diabetic.
they get out of here. I was in high school, man. It's all right, man. It's cool. That's when you can afford to eat stuff like that, you know. I could in high school. I was
Thank
good.
you.
Hey, if
Huh?
I didn't have that, I had a salad. What?
Did Jenna just say something?
Yeah, I said, hey,
Yeah.
past.
Oh, they
Oh,
passed.
hey, Pass.
Y'all don't pay attention while y'all up here on panel.
We do,
Well, that's
Jenna.
why
So don't
your
be
ass
rude.
needs to stay off the toilet.
Don't be rude and coming in here like that because I have been paying attention to one moment. Look, I'm trying to eat a fucking cookie. It's late at night. We'll cuss. I don't care. I'm just trying to enjoy a damn dog cookie and some coffee, and you want to come in here at me like that, Jenna? Oh my gosh.
Oh! I made some good peanut butter
Ooh,
cookies last night.
You
ooh,
did?
were they crunchy or soft?
They were soft
I'm
and
gonna
very
make
Thank
good.
you. Thank
the
you.
chocolate peanut butter no bake cookies.
Hmm.
Normally I use peanut butter, but I'm gonna make them with it's Jif, and it's
The
kind of like
Reese's.
hazelnut spread, but yeah, the Reese's. That's right, it's Reese's, and it's chocolate and peanut butter. So I'm gonna make it with that instead of just peanut butter.
Oh,
You
that
may not
sounds
have
so
to put the
good.
chocolate in that though.
No, I
It's kind of
will.
like
I'll still put it in there because I don't think you'll get the same consistency if you don't.
you
I don't
probably
want
won't, but
them.
you gotta have
I
like
don't want
double
them
chocolate.
soft either. I want my
Double.
no bake cookies to be firm.
I
Don't
thought
be
there was
giving me
only
no
one.
soggy. Hmm?
No, you can't have them soggy, but they ain't gonna be crispy.
No, they're not crispy, but they're firm. I like them
Yeah,
firm.
they're not supposed
That's
to
the
be
way I like
soggy.
my
They're not
fudge
supposed to be.
too. I don't want no mushy fudge. I want it firm.
Girl, where the hell you get mushy fudge at?
Just about everywhere you go. It's like real soft when you bite into it.
Uh, why don't you just eat a candy bar? Because that's what you want is a candy bar.
Yeah, I can do that too. Or just make my
Just
own fudge.
forego the fudge and just go for your chocolate bar.
Well, I'd rather have the fudge. Oh my God,
You
with
know what?
walnuts
I
in
would
it.
rather. I'd rather have a Twinkie, old school Twinkie. I'm just pissed because you know when it changed. It had nothing to do with the Big C. When it changed was
Mhm.
when Hostess went out of business and they sold it to that other company. And I know they didn't give them the proper recipe. 100.
Right. Uh-huh.
100.
Or
No way. A Twinkie,
maybe they tried to cut corners.
I don't give a shit what they tried to do, but they screwed it up. They're going to end up going under and folding. Nobody buy Hostess because it's crap. None of it tastes like it used to. Every
Uh-uh.
once in a while, I'll get some Twinkies in hopes that maybe it's come back around, but they haven't. If you remember, the Twinkie used to be spongy and airy. You remember? Come on. I
Mm-hmm.
know I'm not the only one who ever ate a Twinkie in their life, alright? I may be a Twinkie connoisseur, but I know other people can relate. The Twinkie was fluffy. You could go like
Mhm.
this, and it would sponge right back up. It was springy, like a sponge cake, airy, and it had this glorious flavor to it. Glorious
Mhm.
flavor.
Mhm.
Now there's no sponge to it. Nothing bounces back. You can't
Dense.
hardly even squeeze it. There ain't no fucking charming going over here. Nothing, and it don't taste right. There's this awful aftertaste to it. It- I'm just really, I'm really sad about the
What
Twinkie
is a Twinkie,
situation.
y'all? Tell me what a Twinkie is.
The fuck?
Y'all, I haven't ate probably a Twinkie since I was little.
But you know what it
Then you
is.
know what it is.
You got to
Mm.
explain me which one. You have to explain to me which one it is.
There's
Like, what does it
only
look like?
one. There is only
The
one
yellow,
Twinkie.
the yellow Twinkie with like a
Yellow
sponge
cake
cake.
Oh no,
with
I'd
the
never
Had the
white
ate
white.
stuff
that.
on the inside.
What,
Mm-mm.
Jenna?
Oh,
No, I never ate
What do you
those.
mean you never had a Twinkie?
Those wasn't my
What?
things. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
They didn't need to be your thing in order to have a Twinkie.
The Swiss rolls, the chocolate
oh
with
yeah,
the
honey. I
cream in
love
the middle,
them.
that's what I grew up on. And moon pies,
Hmm.
They are still not the same. The Swiss rolls aren't the same. Remember, you used to be able. Let's just look.
butter butter.
Yep.
Look, the Swiss rolls. Okay, Hostess had their little Swiss rolls that you used to be able to. Now, anybody who ever ate a Swiss roll, you knew how you had to do it. You know the proper way to do it. You don't just take it and bite into it. No. You used to be able to roll that chocolate off. It would come off
Yes.
almost on a whole
Oh
sheet.
yes, most
Okay?
definitely.
Okay? Then you used to be able to. Used to. Hostess, fuck you. Bring the other shit back because this is bullshit. You used to be able to take that Hostess Swiss roll and
Mm-hmm.
unroll it into white, and you could eat the little chunks of it. You tear it off and you could unroll more until you got just the very center of it, and the little center of it was as good as like a cinnamon roll center. You know.
Hmm.
Well, see, I
So
just peeled the outside of the chocolate off and just ate the rest of it. I didn't get just down to the center of the cream. You know how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop?
it was a good way to eat it. You probably also
Mm,
someone who takes a Kit Kat and just bites off the damn thing, right?
I sure do. There's no picky way.
Oh my God,
There
Jenna!
is no
I
picky
can't.
way of eating a
So,
Kit Kat.
mute
Now,
up.
I won't
Mute
lie.
up.
I have broke a Kit Kat in half, or tried to at
Now,
least.
now,
Yes.
that's still not how you're supposed to eat a Kit Kat. That is wrong. Totally wrong. You never eat a Kit Kat like that.
Well,
Ever.
I did.
No, that's not how you're supposed to do it.
See, in my day, we used to get the narrators, put them in a bowl, warm them up, let them melt,
Mm,
and eat them like that.
I don't know. Look,
We used to have
Pramarine
we
always
used to
has
have
Suzy Q's and raspberry zingers. Now, the raspberry zingers are still good, but they're fresh sleeves. They're not Hostess.
we used
They
to
had the
have crunch
bananas.
candy too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it
Well,
was like K Rock syrup, and you put some flavor, like cool color food dye in it. You'll cook it, and it like you spread it out and it gets real hard, and you break it up, and then you
oh,
take it to school and sell it.
you was making money off some candy.
Yes,
I do what you gotta do.
a
Yeah,
little
but Hostess
entrepreneur.
is. Yeah, Hostess is gone. I really wish they'd bring it back like it used to be. It would be nice to be able to have a Twinkie like it used to be in my childhood.
I don't eat
I'd
stuff
buy
like that anymore.
I'd buy a box of them and hide them and eat them myself and not share any with the kids if they did that. Hostess, somebody hashtag Hostess. Come on, bring back the Twinkie.
Hashtag hostess.
Bring back all of it,
Hashtag
actually.
the real hostess.
Well, they gone downhill. It's just sad. I mean, and there's no way that it can be better for you than it used to be because the way they make them now, it leaves this film in your mouth. Like a
Yep. Like like a waxy feeling.
yeah. So you can't tell me it's because they're healthier.
Mm-mm.
I'm not gonna believe that or buy that for a minute because the
No, it's
old
because
Twinkies,
they They put all this extra junk in them.
They did something. What the hell they did? They're like, oh, it looks close enough. We'll fool them. Hey, there ain't no fooling this chica right here. I ate too many Twinkies in my childhood. I know how they're supposed to be. The King Dongs, remember all those, man?
The
It's so
donut
sad.
stick. You remember the donut sticks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're good
Oh
too. But again, that's a freshly
yeah.
product. Well, does Hostess make those? They might make some now, but
I'm just talking. I don't probably didn't just eat Hostess.
they got Little Debbie and Freshly's, and there's another. Mrs. Baird's makes one. Look, I'm gonna
Little
stop
Debbie.
because
Little Debbie.
it's not good that I know all the people who make donut sticks, is it?
I never really looked at the name of them. I mean, like who made them? I just got them.
She does because she, you know,
I'm particular. I mean, you know which one is better than the other. If you have to settle and get
she
this
got
one, it's all
she
right.
got the inside scoop.
Just saying, I see what I like. I got it. You know.
Well, I
Potato,
didn't have any
potato.
cookies or Twinkies or anything like that, so I've just had to eat a sugar-free pudding cup.
I'm so sorry.
It
Sounds
was
really
good
good.
though. It was good.
What brand was it? Hunt's.
Let's see. Snack pack.
Hunt's.
Is it Hunt's? Okay.
I think it. Well, it might be Jello. Hunt's or Jello.
It's
I
not
don't know.
Jello.
I don't like either one of them. What'd you say?
It's not Jello. Because
It's not.
Jello, you refrigerate. These you don't have to refrigerate,
It's
but I do.
pudding. It's
It's
The
pudding.
pudding.
pudding you don't have to refrigerate the
Pudding.
Jello pudding.
But I like it cold.
Uh, but you're okay with the
Oh,
Hunt's not being cold.
No. I want it all cold. But when you buy Jello pudding already made, it's in the refrigerated section.
If that's where you choose to get it from. If not, it's on the aisle with the other.
I ain't
I
never
was gonna
seen
say
it in.
there is some on the aisle with the pudding and
It's
Oh, okay,
stuff
well
in
they
it.
those
usually
are
they
the
keep
snack
those in
pack.
keep them in two locations.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's stores that will keep
Oh my
their
gosh.
what?
Proud Marine Mom said they had a Hostess outlet store.
Yeah, yeah. I used to go to them. They were great.
I would not
Not
be going
now.
there.
Not now. Hostess is going downhill. Because Hostess you had Sara Lee, you got Hostess. I used to like to go shop at them, you know. You could load up, fill your freezer full of stuff, you
Y'all
know.
remember the Archway cookies? Now
Yeah,
that
they
is a
still got
cookie, that is a soft cookie that I do like. But it's because my daddy would get the date filled ones and he would hide them and wouldn't let us have any. So if I ever got one, it was a big treat. But they don't,
yeah.
you can't find that anymore. You can find the Archway cookies, but you can't find the date filled.
Have you looked online to see if they still sell them?
Uh-uh.
You remember the cookies that were in the tin can, the tin round
Oh
can?
yeah, I love those. The butter cookies.
They still have them.
Mm-hmm.
I get those. They're real good at Dunkin' Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a
I
little
like
one at the Dollar Tree, but you only got like 5 cookies in there, you know.
that's all you need
It's still
though.
good. That's still good
I
for a
get
little tasty.
the chocolate covered cherries in the Dollar Tree. Those are really good.
Oh
Oh,
no.
Oh my
I cannot
word!
do that. Oh God, that they kill my teeth.
It does, but
yeah,
if you
but
don't
they
do
look.
it, like right
I'm
off,
not a,
Those
I'm not a cherry fan either, y'all. It's all
look.
about the texture for me.
Look, that's something that every year somebody, one of my kids or my husband, usually him and a few of the kids, that's what they get me for Christmas because they know I love those.
Hmm.
I love
They'll bring them
them.
home and go, "Hey, we got you some of these." They always get a box for me.
I got cherry trees that are actually growing in a pot.
You're gonna have to bury them in the ground when they get
I'm not
big.
burying. I don't know. It depends on what we're doing here. If we're gonna buy this property, buy some other property. I have no clue. I'm gonna dig up my orange tree. I know that. If I move to another property and buy it.
That's gonna be a lot of work. Why don't you just
No,
plant another orange tree?
no. The orange tree was I got it alive. I ordered it alive, and it shouldn't grow
Well,
that much.
well, yeah. I mean, I just got a question with that.
Don't talk about my garden. My garden's dead.
So
I'm so
no,
sorry.
you no. Listen, let me ask the question. Well, it's more of an observation, okay? I'm glad that you decided to order a live tree, but I'm
I
just
knew you were
wondering
going to say that.
why you would
What?
order a dead
No,
tree.
what she's saying, I knew what she meant.
I
She got
know,
a
but that's not how she said
seedling.
it.
She
That's
instead
not
of
how she said
planting
it.
seeds, she planted a seedling, which was already a tree.
Thank
I
you.
know, but she
Thank
didn't
you.
say that. She said a live orange tree.
I knew
The
what she
opposite
meant.
of live. I don't care if you know what she meant. I knew what she meant too. But how she said it was like she had an option between a live one and a dead one. That's what she was saying.
I
Well,
had a
I mean, I
choice
guess
between
if
a
it is
live
just
one
a
or dead
seed,
seed.
then it is a dead one. It ain't live
And
yet.
I wanted a live orange tree.
Oh my God. A seed is still alive.
Okay.
I can't with you. Get out there, Google it, dead orange trees.
Oh my gosh. I knew what you meant, Jenna.
Thank you.
I did too. I did too, but the way you made it sound.
To
That's
anybody
just
that's
like,
out there watching about my garden has completely died.
it
Completely.
has. It has.
There was no, I don't know what happened this year. It was doing so good.
They died just like my boobs did.
Just like what did? Your boobs? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yes.
We're not
Yes.
on call, Shining. We're not on call.
Oh, so you don't want to try to convince me of how to adjust the non-boobs that are
See,
there?
look, no, no, honey. When you have that bra on, it perks them straight up.
Where you were trying to tell me, grab it, do that.
I was
Yeah.
telling you to lift
Oh.
it up. Lift it up.
I know how to put a bra on. I know how to lift the boobs, but you gotta have boobs to lift. And I was like, look, still the same.
No, I was telling you to go in there and lift it up.
I already had done that. I tried telling you that, and you just wanted to see me play with my boob. I already know. And I did it. Look, it don't make no difference. Like I'm just trying to give you some cleavage. There's none there to be had. I'm gonna get an eyeliner on there next time and just draw some cleavage. But
Look, you can do that with
I know they do with makeup.
yeah, with
Make it bronzer.
contouring stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
bronzer.
contouring
Yeah.
stuff. They do. That's what I have to do next time and go.
I don't
Look,
care
Tina,
enough to do
I
that.
pulled my boobs up. I'm gonna do it for Jenna just one time. Just say, look, I pulled them up this time. I scooped them. Got your
Yes,
cleavage
you
for
gotta
you.
reach in there and pick them up.
But again, Johnny, you gotta have something to pick up. You gotta have
You
something to pick up.
do. You do.
Oh, Chaos Queen is so sorry about your garden, honey.
Yes, Chaos Queen, I wanted to show you my squash yielded a lot, right?
I did.
That's it.
I think because squash is aggressively growing,
Yeah, it
um,
grew
it,
a
I don't
lot.
think that something else can take it over as easy.
I don't know.
That was
Why he trying to rub
um,
in the failure of her garden?
do one.
Was he telling you what you did wrong?
You're trying to rub it in your garden failure.
It's
Hey,
a lot of
it
work
was
to do a garden.
it was
I
more of
mean,
a success than last year.
yes,
Yeah.
you're exactly right.
So you're making progress, and that's all you could ask for.
Yeah,
Honestly,
this coming season, I'll make sure that it gets plowed really good and done really good, and hopefully we'll have a successful garden.
I don't know. I think it was the weather this year. I really do.
I do too. Now
I
we're going
do.
into fall. Like, where is some? It's going into fall. Leaves are
Because
falling.
we had that. Well, I can't really say we because it was odd because really we've had a really mild summer compared to what we usually have.
It was hot there
Is
for
it
a
hot?
moment.
It's hot, but I mean, we normally are counting how many days we're above 100 or above
Right.
110. Like we're really like, and they're like, okay, we're record breaking here. We're approaching 60 something days. We got. I mean, that's usually how it is. And this year we've been. I mean, yeah, we've had a lot of heat. You know, we've had a little bit of spurts where it was 100 plus, and it's been in the 90s, and it is hot. But that's a mild summer for us. Honestly, that's Then everybody else has been having scorchers.
We're in the 80s. We had over
Oh,
100 for a minute, but now we're in the 80s, and I'm wearing pants at nighttime.
see, I
And
think
y'all know
Charlie Girl.
that.
There was a lot of days Charlie Girl was hotter up there in Ohio than we were here.
Yep.
I said,
And I was
sucks to be you.
too.
Sucks to be you, but either way, I'm getting inside my AC.
Mhm.
That's why we were able to have AC, and that's what I'm sticking with.
Like right now, the air is on in the
The
house, and it's freezing in the house.
primary mom. I tell you what, listen. My sisters and I,
Itty bitty titty committee.
I, there is no. I am the president. I am the only member, and therefore I get all of the titles. Because my two sisters are blessed in that department, and I'm not completely there, but you know,
I used
they
to be
they
there 20 years
I
ago.
did, yeah, when I was breastfeeding and stuff, but you know, uh, I'm not as blessed as they were in that department. But I am the tallest. I am taller than them. Um, yeah, I'm taller than them. Look, my height didn't get weighted down by my boob status. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I was just telling y'all ended up shorter than me because your boobs weighed you down. Like that took your height.
Right?
I'm spread out. Mm, yeah,
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a weird
LTC.
winter. This year. It's just this year has been really weird, really weird. I just don't get it, like
Yeah.
what's going on with the weather. But
Mm, mm.
it is what it is. Then it's
I
gonna start
mean,
rotating. Winter's gonna be summer. Summer's gonna be winter, and then it's gonna all turn into one thing, nothing but summer.
Lord, Jenna, you really are. Okay. I don't know. I like my seasons. We got seasons.
Yeah, but it's gonna
You
come to a
know.
point where you be able to tell the seasons apart.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean,
That's what the Bible says.
I, I don't know. I won't be alive if that happens. I probably won't be here to see it. So
You might be. You never know. You know.
let me smoke another cigarette and drink some more coffee, okay? I'm just gonna say it. I won't be here to see it. I don't think
You
so.
don't know. Don't say that.
Well, you know, I don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring or next week.
Right.
I don't. I never know.
Shining is tall. Yeah.
What?
I said you were tall. You looked over me. You're like, where's she at?
Well,
Where'd she
that's
go?
because you short. Maybe you short.
Yeah. Short and stumpy.
Look, I was horrified when somebody, back in my early 20s, right? We were all hanging out, we were talking. They're like, "Well, the average height of the male is like 5'10". And I was like, "Nah, you're lying." You know, 5'10". What are you talking about? No way. Because I grew up in my family, the guys were tall, like 6'5". I mean, the men in the family were tall. I don't know. I wasn't raised with men on the shorter side. I never really paid too close attention to it. I didn't, I just used to the men folk around me. They were all tall. The average height of the male at that time was 5'10". I don't know. What is it now? Is it still 5'10"?
My papa was so tall.
Well, all the uncles and great uncles in our family were. Uh,
I don't
I
get that.
still.
My papa was tall. My mama was like 4 foot.
Look, there was a time. Okay, because my granddaddy's side. This is like Uncle Calvin, all them. They were my granddaddy's brothers. They were all tall. Granddaddy was real tall. They were all tall. And Uncle Calvin was tall, big man, right? Well, of course, his boys were real tall and big. And they were doing, they were big time Christians. Like, they build churches and they get churches up and running. Like, we have ministers, preachers, all that, right? So, they were going to a funeral. And they were in the funeral progression down the road or whatever. And there was an issue. Somebody was being a butthole, and they ended up doing something. I don't know. I guess there was going to be an issue, and they ended up like stopping their car or whatever, and they got out and they were being aggressive, I guess. And that Uncle Calvin said my boys got out, and they're southern. They got the thick accents. My boys got out the car. And that little twerp got back in his truck. He took one look at them because his boys were even taller than Uncle Calvin. And I bet that guy was like, "Oh shit, yeah, okay, yeah." I guess he couldn't tell how tall and big they were when they were sitting in their car. So he said they got out and they were going to take care of the situation. And that young man decided that it was best if he went on his day. I said, "Oh, okay, all right, I got you, It was funny.
I ain't had no water on.
He ain't got no milk. Oh, primary month. 5', 5'1", 4'11", 16. Look, I'm like 5'8". Fancy's almost 5'8". She's almost as tall as me, but I'm still taller than her. When she got her hair done, poofed up, she used to wear her hair pretty poofy. She had that she got beautiful wavy hair, y'all. She got all that body, you know. And our younger sister has straight hair. She's got the beautiful straight hair. It's nice and full, but she's got straight hair. I got the curly hair. Fancy got the nice wavy hair. And she had that 1980s, beautiful hair. And when she had her hair done, she always looked like she was taller than me. And then we realized we stood up, next to each other, and found out I was taller than her. Ha! How about that? How about that, y'all? So now we wear the same size shoe, her and I do. Our younger sister, she got a little bit smaller foot, but she's a little bit shorter. She's about 2 inches shorter than me or so. So she's the shrimp in the family. Our younger sister is. She's smaller, short stuff. but she's still not short. She's just short compared to us. She's shorter. And then my girls, um, well, we won't count the youngest one because she's only 9. I don't have high hopes for her being very tall. Seems how she's still a little shrimp. She is short, okay. And so I don't think that she's probably going to end up being the shortest out of us girls, um, because my oldest daughter is taller than me. My other daughter is taller than me, and then my one daughter, I think she's 5'5", 5'6", and she's the short one in the family. Everybody teases her because she's the short. They're like, okay, short stuff. Now, mind you, the brothers are all 6'2" and over. Like they're tall, So she is short compared to them. She comes up to Of course, I don't seem too tall when I stand next to my boys. You know, even my 16-year-old now is taller than me. He's going to be tall too. Um, but my youngest daughter, like I said, I don't think she's going to be real tall. I think she's going to be a little thing, a little short thing. But she's large margin in charge, sassy, and she gonna get stuff done. I think she's gonna end up being a politician or some really kick-ass defense attorney. Because in my mind, there's no way she could be anything else. Um, you know, I tell her, pipe down. At the restaurant last night, I had to tell her, shh, no, no more talking. Y'all just be quiet. I can't even talk. No, baby, just because y'all are arguing and stuff, So, what was it? She said something today. Oh, what was it? They're coming out of the store. And I don't remember what it was. She asked me something. Oh, I know this one. Y'all, we were coming out of Walmart. Okay. Y'all know I smoke. Okay. Coming out of Walmart, I gotta have, I had gotta smoke a little bit of a cigarette. All right, I went through Walmart. I went through all those other stores and then Walmart. I was ready to have a couple of drags. We're walking out of the car and she says, "Mom, why do you have to smoke? Why do you always have to smoke?" She said, "Always have to smoke." And I said, "Gee, I don't know. Why do you always have to talk?" She goes,
I totally get you.
she was so irritated with that one. She was like, "It's talking. It's okay." She's in charge. She was trying to be bossy today too. You barking orders at the boys and get out of Suburban. I said, "Hey, hold on." And she's sitting there with her hand on her hip looking at me like, I said, "Don't be telling them what to do. I'm right here." She looked at me like, somebody's got to tell them what to do. They don't know what to do. She just got that attitude. They don't have a clue. I'm setting them straight. Like, girl, you don't get your little butt. See, your sons both have the dad's height. See, that's good. Oh, LT, they called you a dwarf? Oh my gosh. Look, my uncle, I told you all my uncles and stuff, they were all tall. Like, you know, I think he's 6'4", 6'5". He's real tall. And of course, him and my uncle, they were like some of the shorter ones in the family. My uncle Calvin's boys are taller than that. And they bless them, bless them. They were, my uncle, he ended up marrying my Aunt Bev, and she wasn't even 5 foot. She tried to say she was 5 foot, but she knew she wasn't. Everybody else around knew she wasn't. You ain't even she's not even 4'10", She was a short little thing. So you see their pictures, literally, like, there's her, and then he's all... It was funny. But they were married for years. And then they had my cousin. I was the one. And she's almost my height. So she ended up being a good, you know, cross between the two. She wasn't too short, but she's not real super tall or anything. Yeah. No, my aunt was a little itty bitty thing. Little bitty. Mm, tiny. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I got called a giraffe when I was in school. I don't know.
What?
Man, like a giraffe. Huh?
You did?
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't nice.
Well, no, but I mean, it's kids in school, you know? Like giraffe. Mm, I mean, it was probably because that little boy was just jealous because I was taller than him.
Mm-hmm.
True story. I was taller than him. And I'm sure he did. I hope that he grew taller too. Maybe now he's taller, but then he wasn't. He was short. But I was taller than most everybody in my class for a long time. Till we got to high school. And then the boys started catching up. Some of them did. Some of the boys were still shorter. They still are. They reached their max height. I don't know. I don't know. I know. I'm just waiting to see how tall my 16-year-old gets because he's shot up over the last year. Like, what the hell? You know? I remember when I could see eye to eye with him. And he's like, I'm almost as tall as you. And I was like, but you're not. And now it's like, he's taller than me. I just look at him.
Almost don't count.
I look up to him now, and I was like, he's like, I'm taller than you, and I can still take you down.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go for the knees. I'll go for those knees. I don't know.
But as my
Yeah,
daddy always said, the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
that's true. That's true. I heard that growing up too. I didn't. I mean, I don't know. I know in my biological family, our grandpa Matthew was real tall. He was real tall, and I think that's where um, my kiddo's height comes from. They got the height. Because I know that my kid, my son is expecting the baby now. He
Mm-hmm.
looks a lot like our grandpa Matthew.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot like him. And I had to show Fancy it one night. I was like, here, I'm going to send you this picture. And so of course, Rocco, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he saw him and he was like, oh my god, like what
Mm-hmm.
the heck? They look so much alike. And I was like, yeah, it's crazy. Like there's definitely certain pictures that you could tell that there's relation there. And Matthew, he had the dark hair, beautiful dark hair, and big old blue eyes, crystal blue eyes. And my son has blonde hair and the blue eyes and a red beard. So make that make sense,
I got a feeling your son's baby will look like your last grandbaby.
You think so?
Yeah, because he's
Mm,
kind of built like him, you know?
he might. He might. He
Which
might.
I know he's built like his daddy too, but
Yeah. He might. I don't. He could. He could. I don't know. I'm just curious to see.
is he excited?
We'll see. Yeah. 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 And we're like, oh my gosh! Of course, everybody else. Everybody's excited for it. Like, it's always just an exciting thing. Everybody's so um happy for that. It's always it's a joyous thing for us. We're not like, oh my gosh, they're having a kid.
Right.
We're happy and excited for it. Yeah, and yeah, it's nice. And I told you, like, my 20-year-old, we were talking about boot camp,
Uh-huh.
and we were talking about that incident that happened the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and he was explaining to my daughter, how it how it happens, and of course it
Mm-hmm.
made sense because it was Friday, you know. And he said,
Yeah.
you go on Monday, and he ran through the whole thing, how you do it. And then all week you're in the training, and it's a particular kind that they give you that's Navy-wide that they use. And Friday is the one day that they put you out there with live fire. The one day.
Oh, wow.
And that's when it happened. And, you know, I, of course, I just told him, and I know I have PTSD over that shit now. I know I do. I know I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably am going to have to go and get some help with it or something because I hear a gunshot and I freak out. Like, I
Right.
instantly think, oh my gosh, And then, he was telling me about that. And, I had just told him, I was like, that's never a reason. Like, to pick up the phone and call somebody. And, he's like, yeah, I know. And he said, boot camp is it's rough. And he says, but, and I could tell he was thinking, did this kid not have anybody to go home to? Is that why he did it? Is it, um, I guess there was just a lot of questions, and he's like, yeah, boot camp was rough, and you really were like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get this, over with. And he says when they do that, it's week 3, and it's 3 weeks in, it's pretty, brutal time, I guess. And he said I was lucky because I had y'all to look forward to coming home and seeing.
Right.
He goes, but there's a lot of people there that don't have any family. They don't have
Mm-hmm.
anyone to write them letters. They don't have anyone to celebrate. And, that's why we had, because if you remember, when we went up there for graduation, we had extra guys over. And, my son told them, hey, my parents got an Airbnb, come on over. So
Oh,
they were, hanging out with us. And it's because there were so many that,
bless his heart.
you
He
know,
was thinking about them.
yeah. And he said they all did. Those
Yeah.
who like as soon as they got tapped out, they'd run over and tap them out because they didn't have anybody there to do it for them, and that just broke my
Oh,
heart. Yeah, I don't want to cry about it, but
those
you
tap
know,
out videos kill
yeah,
me. I mean,
yeah,
I'm just a puddle on the floor.
I know, I know, and it's just they're awesome though. I love it because you get to hug your baby.
Yeah.
In a long, long 8 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever it was. I know my oldest had to do 8 weeks, so it was just like the most horrible 8 weeks of my life.
Mm-hmm.
you know, especially for your first one being gone. It's like, oh, that's
Yeah.
my baby, you can't take him. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was just. But I did find that awesome that my 20-year-old is sitting there saying that, and like I told you, he's a homebody, and that him and his siblings are
Mm-hmm.
very close, and that um, that he understands that and appreciates it, and that he knows that, and the value of family, and
Right.
to acknowledge that, hey, some of these guys don't have that, and I think he's thinking that may have been a reason why this guy did what he did. Now
Right.
my niece would be the one I could ask because she was on the field when it happened, so she knew the guy. So
That's a gift that you didn't even realize you were giving him, teaching him the value of family and
yeah, yeah. Well, I am lucky because my kids do love each other so much. Um,
yeah.
and that's all I've ever told them is, y'all need to know that's what you got each other when it comes down to it. That's all you got. Love
Mm.
each other. And I know growing up you may argue and bicker back and forth, but when you get to be
Oh,
adults,
right.
you got
Right.
to
Well,
be there for each other.
you can fight like cats and dogs, but don't let nobody else talk about each other, your siblings.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's what they did. That's what they do. They got to be each other's lookout. Yeah. Yep. When I went
Oh,
to my son's
primary
graduation, there was a lot of
mom.
them. Yeah. From Marine Mom, I'm telling you, and it just broke my heart. It broke my heart to hear that. I was just, oh my God. But like you said, they all knew the guys who didn't have people, and it just is so sad to me. And I just tell them, I said, well, you know what? You're their family now. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
military, you know. I mean, proud Marine mom, got a Marine. You know, Marines are like this, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
military people are like that, and you do know that sometimes family isn't blood. Sometimes family is chosen,
Exactly.
and you know. And I think my son knows because we always. I'm telling you, every Christmas when my son was in the Navy, he retired. Okay, so we had a lot of Christmases and Thanksgiving. We had a lot of them that he wasn't home for. I was blessed that I lived close to family, and so my kids and I were good to go. And yes, we missed Dad very much, but we also, you know, had family we were able to hang out with. But when he was home, there wasn't a holiday that went by we didn't have people over because they either didn't have family to go to or they weren't able to take leave to go home. So we always had
Mm-hmm.
extras in our house. And we still are friends with them to this day, and we still chat with them, and they're still welcome in our home anytime. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, he grew up with it, so I think he knows the Navy life pretty well. He's got it
Yeah.
down. So it's good. Oh, should be keeping your son when you're gone. You were the keeper of my son when I'm gone. Oh yeah. Look, that's my guys. They're, you know, they'll keep each other. Uh-oh. Hold on. Am I still here? Okay, look, don't touch
Yeah.
the screen. Don't touch the screen. I don't know what happened. Well, I did. I touched something myself. But I didn't kick myself off. Where did Jenna go? She all private over there. Muted.
She's here. I don't know what she's doing.
Hmm. I don't know. Oh, but like I said, look, y'all. Um, you know, my son is home for a little while. He's getting ready to transfer to his duty station. And he's already going into a house. I was worried about him. He already got roommates out there, y'all. That's
Mm-hmm.
He is such a social butterfly. You know, like my daughter said, she goes, everybody loves you. What are you worried about? Everybody loves
Right.
you. He makes friends with anybody and everybody, you know. Well, they got to be decent people or he don't hang out with them. But yeah, he's already got a house. He was showing me a video of it last night. He goes, yeah, Mom, look. You know, they got an in-ground pool, nice in-ground
Wow.
pool. They got turf, 4-bedroom house. I was like, man, I'm going out. You know
Uh-huh.
where I'm going? I'm going out
Right.
there for vacation.
Uh-huh.
We're like, yeah, I'm coming to hang with you. You know. So I was happy to see that. I was like, okay, good. You know. Um, so they'll have a place, and he did. He found, you know, 3 other guys that, you know, goal oriented, and they're gonna, you know, pay their share or whatever. But yeah, I told you, just gotta watch it. You gotta make sure, because you know all it's gonna take is 1 month where one of the guys says I'm not paying, and they, you know,
Right.
it leaves the rest of y'all having to, you know, fork out for it. But um, yeah, he was like, um, I don't know. But you know what? I didn't tell you this. Look, y'all. Look, this is he got when he signed on, just a sign on, but it wasn't for any kind of classification. It wasn't for a job or anything. It was just a sign on because he was 17 when he signed up to join.
Mhm.
He got a $25,000 bonus.
Awesome.
Right? It was good. Which it helped him get some of the stuff that he needed for. He had to get a laptop and stuff like that for his schooling and all this. So okay, yeah. Well, he told me last night that, you know, because when he originally went in, he was going to do air traffic control, and that's what they sent him to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was this huge holdup. I don't know, but then they decided that they weren't doing at that time, they stopped doing air traffic control. They said, we have enough right now, but we need this, 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 and this. Do you know? I'm so grateful that he didn't do it because that would have been another whole ball of nerves that I just don't need to have. They
Exactly.
offered him, $35,000 bonus to go on a nuclear sub and work on the nuke systems.
Oh shit. Oh.
Yeah. And he was like, he was tempted. He said, because when they did that, he was running low on his, his bonus that he had got, and he's like, he thought about it, and he said, nah. He said, 35 grand, probably by the time they take out taxes, I'll have 25, and
Mhm.
that'll be gone in 6 months, a year, maybe, or less if he pays off his car or whatever, and he's like, nah, that money is going to be gone, and I'm going to be on a sub underneath that. No, he told him no. I
Mhm.
said, good job. Like, he really thought that through, and he goes, man, it was tempting. He said, but it wasn't worth it. I said, good job, good job.
I'm filling up my pill container, so if you hear anything, that's what I'm
Oh,
doing.
yeah. Oh, Jen is in chat. What you in chat for, Jen? I got to do that, too. I haven't done it yet. I got to refill up my pill thing, too. I don't know why I just dread doing that so much. It doesn't take
I
that
do
long,
too.
but it's
I
like,
hate it, hate it, hate it.
and I'm like, it's not even that big of a deal, but it does take a little bit of time.
Mhm.
Got to open every single box. Blah, 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 blah.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just the way it is. Jenny in chat because people in there talking in her ear. Look at it. I wonder, Jenna, are they still giving you a hard time about your garden dying?
That her what?
Her garden dying.
Oh yeah.
Oh, LTT, you feel just look, LTT, she's ahead of the game. She
That's
don't like
right.
doing it either, but she already got it done.
Well, I take all of my medicines at bedtime, so when I run out the next night, I know I have to do it because I have to take to get my medicines out for that night. So I just go ahead and do it at night.
Yeah, I know. I need to get mine done. I take mine. I should take mine the same time every day, but
I do every time. I
I
mean,
know. I'm
well, when I say it at the same time at bedtime, and that fluctuates, but it's right before I go to bed.
look, I'd like to say that, but I leave the house Monday through Thursday. I leave the house at 6:30.
Right.
If I remember to take it. There are times I'm over there getting coffee because I keep it by my coffee.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I gotta take my medicine. I don't even know what time it is. And
Right.
if I forget to take it that day, when I leave for work, I don't have them with me. So I had to take them the next day. I try to take it the next morning. It's just all discombobulated. It is what it is. My blood
Yeah.
thinner is the only one that I really should be taking at the same time every day.
Yeah.
But if I at least remember to take it by the next morning, nothing else I can do. It is what
Right.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah. My blood pressure medicine is the one that which my blood pressure's, they've cut my dose in half since I've lost weight. I don't need it as much, and it's
I'm
still
glad.
low, but it's not dangerously low like it was.
I'm glad for you, Charlie girl. I really am.
Thank you.
No, I really am happy for you. I just, I don't know. I just was holding on to hope that you lose over
Well,
100 pounds. You think your diabetes would be gone? You think your high blood pressure would be resolved? No.
yeah.
So I could have been fat and happy, still in the same situation.
No, you will still benefit from losing all that weight. Oh,
Look, I, it's just frustrating. Just frustrating. I'm just saying, people are like, it's because you're overweight. Yeah, okay. Well, why when I go into the doctor and they're like, "Oh, your blood pressure's up," I just tell them I drove in this traffic and I have children. Of course, it's going to be high.
Uh-oh.
Why can't you drink after 7 a.m.?
I
Is
think
that
she's
every
got.
morning
No, I
or
think
just
tomorrow she's
tomorrow,
got a
right?
procedure or something. Yeah.
Okay, that's right. That's right. I was gonna say I think she's going in for something, but it's just tomorrow. I think you better start eating and drinking now, then LTT. Drink up, girl. Drink up. Enjoy it. Yes, when you're always like, I can't eat anything after midnight. You're like, it's 11:59. Technically, if you start eating it before midnight, that's okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I try to be good, and not if I ever have to do that. I'm just saying, may or may not finish my coffee before
Red
then.
caps at 12. Do you
Oh
do
yeah.
the treadmill or the simulated one?
Well, girl, you're gonna be stressed. Lord have mercy. See, they got this all wrong. LTT, I need to go have a talk with your doctor. I think all doctors, because this is some bullshit. I'm just gonna say this, okay, y'all? It is bull crap. They tell you, oh well, you can eat and drink until 7.
Treadmill.
7. That's a little different, but still, chances of you being where you gonna get up at 6 so you can eat or drink something. These people. Do it at midnight. Schedule it early so you can go on about your day.
Look,
Why wait
Primary
until
Mom lost
yeah.
70 pounds.
Woo
Congratulations.
woo! Awesome. See, I don't do anything. And now, 3 blood pressure meds. I want my BP at 140, which is rare. Yes. Oh my god. Primary mom, I'm so sorry. And I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing because I understand what you're saying. I get you.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it could be 140, see, they don't question it then. They're like, hey, it's good. Yeah. And sometimes it's not about losing weight. It's not. And that's frustrating when they do. Because the general consensus is right is like, oh, if you're overweight, that's why you have diabetes. That's why you have high blood pressure. That's why you have this, and this. And I'm not saying that is not necessarily true. Okay, sometimes, but it isn't the norm for everyone all the time.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes
Mine
it doesn't
started
matter.
when my boys, with both of my pregnancies. And
Hmm.
after I had my first one, then my blood pressure leveled out. But when I got pregnant the second time, the doctor told me, said, you're just going to be one of those people that you're going to be prone to high blood pressure. And so eventually you'll be on medication. And so
Hmm.
a couple years after my second one was born, they put me on medication.
Yeah,
So it didn't have anything to do with my weight.
yeah, yeah. I think ours is hereditary for sure.
Yeah.
Ours is
Oh, mine's
hereditary.
definitely hereditary.
Yeah,
Heart disease and
yeah.
yeah,
Because I know I'm not the only one on blood pressure medication. Just saying.
right.
So I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. If I was the only one on it, then I'd be like, what's wrong with me? But it's like, oh, it's a family thing. Let's all do the blood pressure pill together.
Look,
Does everyone
LTT
take
has
their babies
lost
off? 144, she lost too. All right,
31,
LTT, you go.
31 pounds. Awesome.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, aspirin a day and 3, but man. Mm, yeah. And a blood thinner? And they got you taking aspirin while you're on blood thinner?
Maybe that's what oh no, she said, and a blood thinner.
Yeah. Huh. I don't know. I just take my blood thinner. What is that one I take? It's a new one.
I don't know.
Eliquis. Is that what it is? Eliquis, I think it is. I think that's what it is. Yeah. I never, Charlie girl, I know you're not like this because you know, and I know the name of medications for anyone else who's taken them. But
Mm-hmm.
you ask me what the name of my medications are, and I'm like, Marjarno and Jardiance. The rest
Uh-huh.
of it, I'm like,
I can remember everything but the newest medicines that I'm on for my stomach. I can't remember the names of those.
but I'm like, I'm on some kind of acid reducer. I'm on,
Uh-huh.
and
Yep.
be like, the name of it is like, I don't know. It's horrible. I have to write a
Mm-hmm.
list and take it in. Here's just 1 month. Because I'm
Yep.
like, yeah, I got my blood thinner, I've got my BP medication, and don't ask me the name, I just know what it is and I take it.
Right.
There you go. So you can be on 4 blood pressure meds. Each one does something different. Yeah. Oh yeah. BP a lot. Yeah. I know. Oh. LTT's on aspirin. Well, they say that it's a good thing though. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
times you gotta be on it. Keep that stuff going. Keep your blood running.
Yeah.
Keep it going, and which I need to go and get my medications in order too, so I can take them because I haven't taken them today. And I'm trying to remember if I took them yesterday. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Oh Lord. I don't know.
Wrong
You
answer,
ready?
ma'am.
Huh? What?
I said that's the wrong answer, ma'am. But you didn't take your medicine.
You know what? I don't know what the right answer is, but it's okay.
I'll
I'll take it. It'll be okay. I'll get in there and take it. I gotta take my shot too.
do that on
My husband,
Wednesday.
my husband did ask me, "Did you take your shot yet?" I was like, "No." I thought he was gonna tell me something drastic had happened. I was like, "What? What's going on? What's the panic? He was like, I'm just making sure. I was like, he was just, I don't know. I thought maybe he was gonna bring me one, but he didn't. I gotta remember to go take. So, but Jardiance, that's just expensive. Primary mom, I don't know. I get mine through Express Scripts, military Express Scripts. For a 3 month supply, it is definitely cheaper. But
So is
that's
Jardiance also a GLP-1?
no,
What is it?
it's diabetic medication. But
Mm-hmm.
it because you have several ways to get your blood sugar down, and that's
Uh-huh.
one that actually it expresses so you pee it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So and combined with the ones that I do, they everything does something different, and
Mm-hmm.
then so the Mojarno does one thing, it gets rid of it in other ways, and then the Jardiance so that you can pee it out. Now, sometimes depending on your body or whatever, some people can do just Jardiance and they don't have to do anything else, and
Yeah.
that's enough and it'll work for them. Um, some people could do just the shot and they don't need the Jardiance. They can do. I mean, it all
So is
depends on your
Jardiance
body.
a pill?
Yeah, a
Oh,
daily
okay.
pill,
Okay.
daily pill. So that combined with your depends on what you're doing. It all depends on your body and your body chemistry, what your body
Mm-hmm.
needs in order to do it. It's all so scientific. Just like the Majarno, the Bydureon, all the different shots.
Mm-hmm.
They all do something different
Mm-hmm.
in how they react in your body, and they have. When you look at the list and it goes over, it adds to it. Like different ones will do this, 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 and this one will combat it doing certain. It's all science of it. And so it's
Yeah.
you know finding what works for you. You know,
Right.
for me, it only took almost 10 years for the doctors to figure it out. Like, oh, this is
Right.
what's working for you. I said, okay, finally. So yeah, because I had other shots that were doing that did not do anything. Yeah, it was crazy. But now we finally got a regimen that works. Keeps my blood sugar where it should be, close, much better than what it was. So I'm good with that. I'm good with that. We'll just stay on that. Stay on it.
Yeah.
See how it works. But it's just all. Sometimes you need more than just one way to combat it and go at it.
Yeah.
It's whatever. It is what it is. Um, and the other thing, diabetes. There's a lot of people like there's two types of diabetes. Yeah, there are, but there's more than two
There's more
types.
than two.
Way more than two. And it's just it's crazy, but it's like Fancy said. She goes, I think you've always been diabetic, and you just which I think it just kind of evolved because it used to be where my blood sugar wouldn't stay high enough. So it's like I've always had a problem maintaining my blood sugar where it should be. And that was even when I was in high school. I had a spell where I actually passed out, and that was the whole thing. And it was always really, really low, and then all of a sudden it just goes opposite. I'm like, I like to keep people in suspense, including the doctors apparently. But
Right. Keep them guessing.
yeah, that's what you got to do, man. Keep it going back and forth. But yeah, I'm gonna get in there and take my medicine and get my pills in order too.
Yes, you are. Now that I know you hadn't taken it.
Well, I'll tell you that, but
It's fine.
it'll be all right. It'll be all right. Look, at least I do take it. I may miss a day. I may not take it the same time every day, but at least I take it.
Well, that's all. As long as you take it at least once a day.
I try. I really thought that the 2-week organizer would help, but
No,
what can I
because you
say?
know why? You know why I don't? Because that thing's even a bigger bitch to fill up because you got to do 2 weeks worth, and it's like I ain't doing that shit. One is all you getting out of me.
See?
I even bought
So,
one for my husband one time that was for a whole month. I never used that sucker. It
oh,
took
really?
too much time.
See, I fill mine up. I do. I will fill it up. But there's a lot of issues with that too for me, though. Because this is horrible. This is horrible, y'all. This is why I fight it because my OCD, I want it to be full all the time.
Yes, and then so you take it out for one
Okay?
day. Well, then it's not full. You got to fill that one back
Yeah,
up.
yes. Which totally defeats the purpose of keeping track of what
I
day
get
you've
it.
actually taken it. You know?
I get it. Yes.
And I'm like, oh, so I fight that. It's
Mhm.
like, oh,
And
I
it's
need to
like
fill this up.
when you fill it up, it's like, do you take the one for that day or do you get extra out so that tomorrow you start with a full thing?
I always take an extra one out.
Yeah.
I cannot fill it up and leave one empty. Absolutely not. It's got to at least be full for a
Yeah.
24-hour period.
Uh-huh.
And that's my thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, look, my Guardians was 70 something a month through Sam's and insurance, but if I got 3 months supply, it was 120. My niece, the nurse, told me ask if they had a coupon. I ended up paying $10 for 3. Yes, there you go. Extra cost.
Yeah,
Yes,
and that pisses me
23.05.
off if they don't tell people
Yeah,
that unless they ask.
I know that's some bullshit.
Uh-huh.
That's some bullshit. They should automatically do that.
Yeah.
Let's not even go there. It's like they're constantly trying to always screw you one way or the other.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
we're gonna get as much as we can. But what you should be doing is trying to give somebody the best price that you can give them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd be like, hey, look, this is the better deal. You want to do this? Like, save some money. $10. That's a big difference now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you right now. And I remember the first time I went to get my it wasn't even Majarno. It was not even Majarno. It was Vidurin. Years back. I went to go get that. And I pulled up at the drive-thru because it was supposed to be covered under insurance. They come and they tell me that's 800 and da da da. I go, what? I just about had a heart attack right there. Don't even worry about feeling it. I don't need it. I'm going to the morgue, okay?
Uh-huh.
Because I was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, no, I'm not." And that was just for 1 month, 1 freaking month. And it's not the most expensive thing out there, but to me, $800 something is
Yeah.
astronomical. I do
Yeah,
not have
it is.
$800 for one prescription. Now, if it was for my child to save my child's life, you better believe I'd have Jenna
Exactly.
working that street corner to earn that money.
That's right.
Okay, I sure would. But, Jenna,
To be making that
get to work.
money, money, money.
I know, but I'm like, sorry, and my doctor had to go and petition for it. It was a long, drawn out
Yep.
thing because the insurance didn't want to cover it. Blah 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 blah. Oh my, I couldn't believe it. And so they did get it finally approved. But I was thinking that that was going to be my miracle drug because they approved me. Okay, and this was years back. Okay, but they approved me for this miracle drug until 2099.
What?
Yeah, I still have the letter they sent me because I really got a kick out of that. I thought, oh, people are looking for the fountain of youth,
Uh-huh.
and
You just
I've got
found
it.
it. Yep.
I have got it. Like 2099. What the hell's wrong with you people? I don't think I want to live that long, honestly. I can only imagine how I would feel if I lived that long. 2099? I don't
That's
think so.
crazy.
But yeah, I know. I'd be like 126 years old. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you. But yeah. But they had to petition for that. And, oh my gosh. So I don't know. It's a battle when you have these prescriptions. They don't want to approve any of it.
Well, it pisses me off that the insurance companies run healthcare. Your
I know.
doctors, and I would be so upset, and I know
Mhm.
they are. They can't treat their
Mhm.
patients like they want to treat them because the
Yeah.
insurance can pay for it.
Let me tell you. Did I tell you what happened? What happened was my doctor. She had sent off for um, medication, and it wasn't Jardiance. It was something else. Um, that she put me on, and she automatically did not start me off on metformin, which is something that a lot of people get started off, and she automatically knew because she knew, enough about my blood work and my chemistry and this, that, and the other, and she was like, "That's not going to do anything for you. That is not what you need." And just, would not do the metformin. So, to my surprise, I get in the mail from Express Scripts a big bottle of metformin with my name on it.
Oh,
Yeah. So I, what do you think? I said, "Hey, I thought you weren't prescribing metformin." She goes, "I didn't." I
mm,
said, "Why do I have a bottle of it here?" She's like, "What?" And I said, "Yeah, I do. And it says it's from you, that, prescriptions
wow.
filled." And ooh, let me tell you what, she was madder than a hornet.
Oh, I
She said,
bet.
"No, ma'am." She said, "That is not what I prescribed for you." And I know that it was Express Scripts because they had said something about the medication that she had prescribed,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "No, no, no, no. This is what, They made that decision to send me something other than what she had prescribed. And she pulled up
Oh,
they have the little laptops they carry, and she pulled it up. She goes, "This is what I sent in right here. True story. I
wow.
swear to you." And when I called them, they had said, "Oh, no, we wouldn't do that." I said, "No, you're not supposed to, but you did." My doctor
Right.
did not prescribe that. So it was a big deal. It was a big issue there. I could not believe it. I was floored. I was like, I never in my life. I don't know who the heck you think you are, but why are you sending me something that my doctor said absolutely not, do not take that. And she had her reasons why. That was some pretty shitty stuff right there. That was shitty. What is this
Yeah.
crown and 3 next to my name? I don't know. What do you mean crown and 3?
Oh, it's something new they're doing. Like, I think it's how many times you chat in the chat. They rank people by how many times they chat.
So it's
Yeah.
doing that now. Yeah, I
Hmm.
thought that was just on the
But
long form of YouTube.
we can't see it up
But
here on panel.
no, yeah, but I have noticed that. And again, it's something that TikTok does a lot.
Yeah.
Participation, like a participation crown. You
Yep.
know, I don't know. But all right, you ready to shut it down? Because I'm ready. I'm ready to go to
Yes,
bed. I'm tired.
ma'am.
I'm gonna go get my medication in order. Unless I have
Get your
another day
shit
in there.
together. Well, Effort
Take some.
dropped off and didn't say nothing.
No, she said she was down in chat because it was really loud
Yeah,
there.
but I thought she was still on panel.
Mm.
All right. Well,
I
everybody
usually
have
just
a good
listen.
night
You too. Love
and a
you.
good start to the
Uh,
week. Love you too.
I know. It's Sunday. It's awesome. Awesome Sunday. But yeah. Yeah, primary mama. We like it when you chat though. It's good. It's fun to chat. You know. Y'all have a great, great week. Like Charlie Girl said, beginning of the week here at Sunday. Well, it's Monday now. 12:30. Oh, it's only 12:32. Why does it feel so much later? It feels really late to me. But y'all have a great, great day. Have a good evening. Hopefully everybody gets good rest and you can sleep. I hope you can sleep good. I'm gonna go get on my heating pad and I'm gonna snooze. So, but y'all have a great night, and we will catch y'all later. Good night.
Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't stop me, you can't stop me now. Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't lock me, you can't lock me down. I will not lay down my arms. Ready to be covered in scars. Cause I will always be a warrior. Late nights, get lost, hard work, the cost. Can't quit, can't stop. This world all cut off. Don't have time to waste, not now. Need to find a way to get out. Cause I'm gone in deep. Get lost in the weeds. You know it's all about the conquest. What's next? You gotta put the work in like you're obsessed. Think about what you want, what's your future? What kind of person would it take to seduce her? So what's next? Be obsessed with winning and your success. Make progress, this life is never promised. So feel blessed, live life, don't be too cautious. Trust the process. In too deep, I'll never quit. I wanna see this through. Yeah, I'm all in, and I will hold my head up high. Got what it takes to fight and survive. Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't stop me, you can't stop me now. Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't lock me, you can't lock me down. I will not lay down my arms. Ready to be covered in scars. Cause I will always be a warrior.